Hey, what up? Somebody needs to hurry up and get the hell up in here. I'm making sure I'm doing this shit before I even get settled in. Coming straight from the gym. I ain't even washed my balls yet. Somebody say something. We know y'all in here, bro. Let me go ahead and do this. Shoot, from jump. You do this from jump. Let me call. Where we at? Hold on. There we go. We gonna do this from jump. Um, there we go. Wow. So there you go. For all of you niggas. We won. We won. Woo! We beat white supremacy. We made a change from hop your ass up here and come on with it. All right. This shit earlier today, bro, just let me further show. Shout out to Chronicles. You niggas really want that hug. Y'all don't even understand how to just take a fucking positional argument without having any fucking emotion to it. You niggas could never be fucking prosecutors or fucking defense lawyers. You niggas can't even debate. In order to be a good person to make good arguments, you have to understand both sides, your side and the opposing side. And it's like my 30th time fucking explaining this, okay? Because you have to have like an innate understanding of what their counters will be. So without that, what you do is you say dumb shit that's easily countered, and that fucking takes away the foundation of your argument. When you're coming from an emotional place, that's the first thing you do. See, who was it? I don't know who it was. Shout out to MOT. Like I said, man, this ain't no beef. He had whole ass niggas. Oh, y'all niggas gonna break up your friendship, but y'all gonna stop being cool. Oh no, we're not, bro. That's what mature men do. Me and MOT disagree about a whole bunch of shit, bro. A whole bunch of shit. But I'm not gonna run like no hoe because he's not doing dumb shit. We just having a fucking discussion, a disagreement, or a debate. It's that simple. But when you got bitch made ass niggas that don't know how to be fucking men, they automatically think and they try to put themselves in the same fucking position. No, nigga, I don't fuck with hoe ass niggas. I have no respect or need for hoe ass niggas. So if and when I come across a hoe ass nigga, I'll fucking treat you like a bitch and cut you off. Period. But again, bro, I'm glad that I have such fucking gravity in this space as to when the few times that I may be wrong, everybody motherfucking celebrates. Get the confetti, nigga. Your confetti ain't even heavy, nigga. Saying, man, y'all big crit out this motherfucker. Y'all got the pom-poms out, the fireworks. Y'all got all of this shit motherfucking popping off, bro. Over some shit that's not gonna change nothing for your life. Had fucking what's the name? I would have said, hey, Fantastic was right one day, and I would have went on about my business. Just like I do everything else. I don't keep motherfucking harping on some shit. I very rarely do that, bro. I have a plethora, a vast variety, okay, of topics to do. Whether it's current events or shit that is in my head. So if y'all to act like I'm about anything, I don't focus on black women. I don't focus on nigga shit. I don't focus on what, bro. Only thing I focus on is like 10-4 Tuesdays, bro. And that's my shit. All right? What up, Jessica? Oh, who we got? Let's see what we got. Okay, big truck in the building.
Hey, what's up, Fantastic? Do me a favor, share that photo right there. I wanted to talk about that shit. So basically, the only way, first of all, we already know, and I said this a number of times, this generation, Generation Z, and probably Generation Alpha following them is going to be a complete fucking dumpster fire. And already they starting to protest this fat bitch that got shot down by the cops as she was trying to stab this girl in the pink, right? So my thing is, and I was just talking about this with somebody, and I'm not going to be long because I have a real estate closing at 3:30 I have to get to, so I'm not going to be very long. I'm leaving my office soon. But what needs to happen is the girl in the pink, her mother needs to come out and publicly thank the officer and say, yeah, thank you for shooting this fat bitch before she stabbed up my daughter. That's what needs to happen.
But
In
she
order to
won't.
get these niggas
But
to
she
back
won't, Big Truck.
down, no, well, don't say she
But Big
won't
Truck,
because
that's what
you
I'm
never
saying.
know. You never know. It all depends what you're dealing with because if that
Big Truck, you
happened,
want to
that
make a bet?
mother, huh?
You want to bet
No,
on it?
listen. All I'm saying is, if that mother, if she were to come out and interview and say thank you for doing this because you saved my
But Big
daughter,
Truck, but Big Truck, that's what I'm asking you.
I
In
just,
your
but
opinion,
honestly, fantastic. I don't know what we're dealing with. First of all, I don't know if that girl in the pink has a mother because a lot of these are foster kids and shit. I really don't know. So the
but
bottom,
now
I
they
don't
got
know
moms,
enough.
they don't have dads. They usually have moms, they don't have dads. But Big Truck, this is what I'm
Sometimes,
saying.
well,
Big Truck, let
all
me
I'm
hop in
saying
real
is
quick.
sometimes I've dealt with young girls who've had no parents and they were foster kids, and there'd be like 3 or 4 of them living in a fucking group home.
Well, Big Truck,
So
but hold on, Big Truck, this is what I'm trying to say, man. Listen, this is the problem with black people. Black people feel like, we got over on them because we always been doing wrong. So, just fuck it. Fuck the rules, fuck that. We gonna take the fucking win, we gonna take the fucking advantage and fuck the fucking things. They don't understand that, bro. That's the reason why you'll never get it because you don't know how to motherfucking have impartial and just actual understanding of right and wrong. I saw
no, I
Thomas Sowell.
agree. I
I saw
agree.
Thomas Sowell have an actual interview about this where he took clips. And if you guys aren't subscribed to Thomas Sowell, go subscribe to him. And he said, man, black people have a fucking issue with motherfucking honesty and fucking honor and shit, man. It's
Honesty, right and
non-existent.
wrong. Honesty, right and wrong.
Integrity,
And
yeah.
you know what else we don't have? You know what else we don't have? Nobody gets taught civics anymore.
And big. That's what I'm telling you. Shout out Big Truck. This what Big Truck. Oh, that's what I'm trying to say. People don't even understand what the fucking justice system is supposed to be. They don't even understand fucking, like you said, beyond a reasonable doubt and all this thing. And that's why I just feel like this whole conversation today was a whole bunch of emotional ass bitch made motherfuckers, man. People that didn't even watch the trial. People that don't even have the details. They don't know any of the fucking the turning points for either side. They're just here to root. And again, bro, you're never gonna win that way because all the other people that are in control have to do is go back at some point in time and show your impartiality, show your mob mentality, and use it against you. But because, man, you gotta have the fucking foresight and you gotta have the understanding of the bigger picture for people to really give a fuck about it. And again, bro, all you hoe ass motherfuckers, man, y'all put the fucking spider since it's all the bat signal. All you niggas that put my names in titles, all you niggas that running the other motherfuckers' profile, come talk to me, bitch. Don't talk about me. Come talk to me. But you know you won't because you niggas are weak, bro. Y'all can't put together a motherfucking army and save your life. To you motherfuckers that claim you hate pro-blacks and you this, that, and other, you want better and you and the hood and all this shit. Y'all see a fucking dude get convicted over clearly some shit that had external fucking implications or external variables to put pressure on the shit, bro. So many things in this case was done unprecedented. You had the fucking state, or the city, give the biggest fucking what do you call it? What's not the award, but the
Settlement.
biggest settlement. Yeah, the biggest settlement in fucking the history of the fucking city, bro. Before the trial, right before the trial. What
Yeah,
the fuck is
I
that
did
supposed to
think
do?
I really did think that was really odd that they would do the settlement before the trial. I always assumed they would have waited till after the trial because it seems to me that if you're given the settlement before the trial, before this person's even found
Yeah,
guilty,
you're admitting
then
guilt on the state of the
no, but
city.
no. Not only are you admitting guilt, but here's the thing: if this person really was found guilty on all 3 charges, why can't I get more money than you gave me? Like if you give me 27 million, why can't I get 30? Why can't I get 40? If he was found guilty of everything, then that means I'm entitled. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And
That's like if you get into a car accident and somebody admits guilt and they say, okay, you know what? I'm going to give you $5,000 right now, and you take it. Here's the thing: if the person was guilty of the car accident, you should be able to sue them for much, much more.
But like I said, man, the sad part about it is people don't want what they claim they want because they don't even have an understanding of it. Like you said, Big Truck, because motherfuckers don't understand civics. Motherfuckers don't understand the simple basics. I guess that we were taught in the '90s. In elementary school system, even they're purposely doing that. You're taking it away so people are ignorant and people are just led by their emotions and their team, their side, their tribe, their whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
fantastic. I hope you or I sent Ramil this picture too, and I hope one of you will do like a live stream about it. But you got to remember, again, most people don't fucking have civics. Most people don't have common sense, and most people are not objective thinkers,
yeah,
right?
not
So
objective and they're not critical thinkers. Not objective.
my thing is ultimately having discuss like when black people are having discussions just like this, that's the only way to start turning the clock back. But the problem is you're being drowned out by the mass media.
That, not just the mass media, again, the sheep, man. The racism, the white supremacy, the oppressed black people sheep. I can't get ahead because of racism. I can't do this because of racism. I can't do this because of white supremacy. I can't do that because of white supremacy. Bro, it's too many black people that's doing that shit. And like I said, as a men's space and the men is supposed to motherfucking slap that shit down, bro. You got to start being louder voices than the bullshit. But again, a lot of these men are just as emotional. And they can't get
Hold on.
past the racial
Did
aspect.
you watch that video? Did you see just as the cop was running up to shoot this fat bitch, there was a dude who was running to kick some other motherfucker, a bitch. I think it was a woman, and she was rolling over and shit while he's kicking her like she a fucking garbage can.
Yeah. I'm telling. That's how niggas do, bro. Niggas have the fucking like piranhas and mob and fucking beehive mentality. That's really how it is. Big Truck. I don't know how y'all get down in New York, bro, but I'm telling you, Big Truck. I remember this shit, Big Truck. Niggas would get into a fight in high school or middle school or whatever, right? Middle school and high school, not so much elementary school, but especially middle school and high school, bro. If you fell on the ground, niggas would stomp you out, bro.
Yeah, oh
Just
yeah,
the,
we
the,
still
the
do that. We still stomp you out. Yep.
yeah, the spectators. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, why would y'all get involved in some shit like that? Why would you, you know what I'm saying? Because what if you really was the person to kick somebody in the head and kill them, or kick somebody in the head and put them in a coma or whatever, just because it's fun, just because somebody's on the ground. So again, man, this is why I don't take niggas serious, bro. I don't take them serious because I don't take niggas serious, man. Because niggas have no code, niggas have no justice, niggas have no morals, niggas have no integrity, none of the shit that's really important for a society or a demographic to have in order to fucking get to the point of where you're improving.
No, I hear that, but they're protesting. Supposedly, they protesting right now. And my thing is, I think all it needs to happen is they need to roll that fucking footage back and keep showing them. But it would really help if the parents of that girl come out and thank the officer, because they need to understand if it wasn't for that cop, their daughter'd be all stabbed the fuck up
But
right now.
Big Truck again, Big Truck. This is what I'm telling you. This is what niggas don't understand, and they don't want to understand because they understand it's a hustle now. Even though this woman was dead ass wrong, and this police officer did the thing that they claim niggas don't do. They don't do for niggas, right? He was protecting and serving. He happened to be there. I don't know if he got called or what. I'm imagining that he got called. And in the midst of someone trying to kill another citizen with a fucking deadly weapon, bro. I don't think, bro. I really, you know what I'm gonna do? No, I can't do it because you did it. Fucking YouTube will block it. But bro, I think people need to see like a knife attack, man. People really need to see like how much damage a fucking knife does, bro.
I had a video. I had a video that they never showed in the mass media, but there was a big black dude, and he was actively stabbing this other woman. And he was, I think I have it somewhere, but he was stabbing this bitch. In fact, if I have it on my cell phone, I'll send it to you. And this motherfucker was stabbing this bitch, and the cops would tell him, "Put the knife down, put the knife down." This motherfucker was still trying to stab this bitch.
Oh,
And
in the car, yeah, in the car. I saw that, Big Truck. I saw that. The only reason they let it see because they shot his ass and he slumped over. You told me she was in a car, right?
Well, no, they were outside when that shit happened. I
Oh,
know
no,
I have it.
I
I'll
thought the
send
one
it
where
to
the
you.
dude was in the car. They got to do it
I
on.
don't think they were in the car because it was happening at night and they were in the middle of a park. But I'll send it to you because I know I have it copied into my phone.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, yeah, knife attack is some ugly shit. So my thing is, I don't want to hear that bullshit. Oh, he only had a knife. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, man, motherfuckers that make that argument is like dumb as fuck. But anyway, we got Lord Willing in the building. Lord Willing, what's going on?
Oh yeah. I think we should pray on it. But no, I can't. No, I can't. I just came up to say, basically, like it's a clear cut case of murder. I mean, everybody saw it. Everybody saw the evidence. But the problem, the real problem is like we supposed to be, a bit more analytical about this stuff and discussing it a bit more and seeing behind the scenes. But it seems like nobody's doing that, and that's why the conversation is getting all emotional. Yeah, both sides have point, and I'm not doing the play the middle shit. Dude got murdered, but the problem with that is now people are using this shit to reset the white supremacy bullshit. Like all of the closet feminists are coming out and basically trying to reset that white supremacy argument. And that's why this shit's getting emotional. Like now niggas are talking about this side should shut up, that side should shut up. And again, niggas don't know how censorship works. You censor one side, you get censored too. You tell somebody shut the fuck up, they're gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. And now everybody got to shut the fuck up. And then things will get worse when everybody has to shut the fuck up, because then you can't speak out when something like that happens again. If a nigga get killed in the future and you didn't instituted your fucking your communist censorship, now nobody can say shit. Now nobody can say shit. It happens. You gotta shut the fuck up like a mouse. So that's the problem with all these arguments. Again, and it's hard to argue this shit because nobody can go behind nobody can analyze a bit more, because it's all surface level, racism, this, and then you got the other side, like for instance, Trey and conservatives, they take the position of, well, he was just a pookie nigga, so he deserved to die. That's crazy talk. But then at the same time, when MOT and Nagone and Mike them talk about like, well, if you don't agree with our side, then shut the fuck up. That ain't gonna help nobody.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Zero. Zero. That's what I'm zero. That's bro. I'm welcome for the fucking the discussion, the assessment. Like you said, delving into the shit as deep as possible. Have your side, man. I don't want nobody to agree with me. If you disagree, cool. But then, like you said, man, I just don't like the tactics of, oh well, you should just shut up because of this and that. No, motherfucker, we gonna have the discussion. Have the discussion. Like, goddamn.
Right, you know what I mean? but then I'm gonna mention again, on the other side, niggas can't be saying that just because somebody,
he don't. I don't
you can't say just because niggas a pookie, you deserve to die.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit. That's bullshit too. And like I said, it's two different extremes. And like you said, I don't rock with that shit. I've said that time and time again. But the thing is, Zero, no matter how much you say that, right? When we start talking about the white supremacy niggas in the closet motherfucking B1 pro black motherfuckers. When something extremely triggering happens, you come to find out that they're the same way, because if you say anything other than he's guilty, he got murdered, he got killed. Oh, you was for the white man, you capping for Zaddy, and I'm like, nigga, what? I'm like, right. What? Yeah, so right. I'm like,
you're right, and I get the outrage. Like, for instance, I get why the outrage is the outrage, because you looking at like you looking at this dude literally put his fucking weight on this nigga neck, and then everybody's making excuses saying, no, it was his shoulder. Like, one of the doctors came into the trial, like, oh, nigga got on the stand and said it was his shoulder. That's not a fucking shoulder. Like, and then so this is why the other side will like be like, well, you just shut the fuck up because you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. But still, you still shouldn't tell somebody to shut the fuck up, like, because they ain't gonna solve shit. But at the same time, the other side can't literally look at some shit and say, no, that's not what happened. It wasn't his neck, it was his shoulder. Like, so both sides is like on some fuck shit. and nobody ain't gonna get nowhere. It's just gonna be nothing but emotions and nothing but niggas yelling at each other and saying, you know, meet me outside and I'll shoot your ass and all this other stupid ass shit.
Oh damn, damn niggas done threatened death. Shit.
No, I'm just saying, you know, it gets to that level when folks like, well, you ain't gonna say this in real life. Well, duh.
Well,
that's
no,
why we
well,
got.
no,
That's why the manosphere exists in the first place.
A nigga did say
No,
some whole shit.
fantastic. I just emailed you from my OneDrive. Did you get it? Take a look at your email.
I'm on my phone. I'll check it when I get to the crib.
Oh,
yeah. So that's all I'm saying, man. It's just if both sides are gonna do disingenuous shit, then it's not gonna go nowhere. It's not. It's gonna be a bunch of niggas yelling at each other, and then we do look like apes.
And that's my whole thing, Zero. I'm just trying to have an honest, fucking full on conversation, bro. Both sides of it, the defense, prosecution, whatever the fuck, all this other shit. I'm looking at this shit how I approach all the other shit, bro. It's frustrating as fuck though when niggas that literally don't know any of the details, you know, get up and like you said, out of emotionality, they just pick a side blindly and they just, you know, get the fucking Cliff Notes or whatever the fucking highlight of the day is from, you know, racially charged and motivated, politically motivated media, and they want to have a conversation on you like they're on the same, you know, on the same level. If you're asking the details, they don't know the details. It's like, hey man, just all right, just say you got your side and you're rooting for your side. Don't get up and try to refute somebody that again you don't know what the hell they're coming from. You don't know what the hell they're talking about. You don't know the details. Like I said, furthermore, nigga said yesterday, it is that it should have been fantastic in the place of what's name. And I'm just like, bro, I really wish, and that's what I hate about this shit, bro. I really wish like motherfuckers should have to register their face or their place or their name or whoever the fuck it is. So, bro, I just wish this is one of these weirdo ass niggas that's got a circle and a letter in their name talking all this shit. So could be some motherfucker out here plotting on me, you know what I'm saying? And now somebody else gets shot other than this motherfucker because I got some weirdo run up on me in a weird thing because I got threatened by a weirdo on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or hopefully it would be this stupid motherfucker that's brave enough to fucking run up on me and I lay his ass down. But you know, 9 times out of 10, that's not how it's gonna be. But yeah, man, like I don't do the threatening niggas lies or threaten niggas to none of this shit on the internet, bro. But like I said, you just never know. But like I said, that just shows how emotional and just how immature, again, as a group, we are, bro.
Yeah, and we're being manipulated at the same time. Like, for instance, when you and Truck were discussing the fact that the civil action took place before the criminal action, that's some clear fuck shit right there. That's clear fuck shit. The civil action should not take place before the criminal action. That is literally fuck shit. And again, this is what I'm saying. We're being manipulated by this shit, and we're falling for it because. While that's going on, then one side they can fuel their arguments with see how unfair this is for the white dude, and then at the same time it is a clear cut fucking murder case. It's like all it's red-handed shit, and then so the other side got fuel as well, and then people just kind of boil over because then if you bring up the fact that civil action shouldn't have taken place, like, well, irrelevant, fuck that.
That has nothing to do with the case.
Yeah, and all of that shit matters, but that's part of the problem. You can't even bring up shit that matters because that's a manipulation tactic. You can't have a civil action happening before the criminal action because it defeats the purpose of due process.
Exactly. You're already denoting guilt on behalf of, you know, the person that the defendant is working for.
Okay, so
but
please explain what happened to people like O.J. Simpson who were found not guilty, but then had to do a payout in a civil suit.
It happened afterwards.
Yeah, it happened
Not guilty, but you're liable in a civil suit.
Well, you're not even getting it. He's not. Listen, Chauvin wasn't sued in a civil suit. The state settled. It would have been the state that represented it, but what you did, you loaded the fucking cases again because the state is denoting responsibility by making the payout before the criminal. Like he said, 9 times out of 10, no one ever prosecutes the fucking civil before the criminal, bro.
That's not true, bro.
Bro, you can't, bro. That's not. It is.
Now, the big
bro.
difference there. Shout out everybody. The big difference there is the burden of evidence, right? The burden of evidence for a criminal case is much higher than it is for a civil case.
Civil, that's what I'm telling you.
But so for those of us who have some experience on the tactical side of the house, Now, I always feel bad when anybody gets killed, and I feel sorry for the police officers. I know many of them, some great friends. I do think we are not training our police to the standards we could, especially if you've seen how well we train our assaulters, right? You've seen how we train our Rangers, or you've seen how we train our counter-terrorist teams. I think that we have enough resources to provide street-level patrol officers with more training to handle scenarios like this.
I can show you video after video of police officers de-escalating situations with armed Caucasian people.
Hold on, wait. Hey, no, wait.
No. That's a trap right there. Excuse me. Hold on. Wait. Fantastic.
Shut up, bro. I'm not doing it today. All right, hold on. No matter what the police guys say, bro, we will go in order. We're not gonna do this motherfucking wild shit. I ain't even on my fucking computer yet. So chill with the fucking chopping in and hopping in every fucking thing. I will make sure you get your fucking say, your full say, bro. Let people get their full shit off, and then you get your turn. So go back to the brother that was talking. Go ahead.
Well, I was finished, so go ahead and reply.
Okay. All I was gonna say, and then I'm out of here because I got a closing at 3:30. But listen, cherry picking these videos is the problem, because when the media cherry picks these videos, it makes it appear that they're de-escalating with whites more than they are with blacks. And the reality of the situation is, it doesn't matter how well you train these fucking cops. Even in this case right here, nothing short of putting a bullet in the back of her fat ass was going to stop her from stabbing this other bitch. You couldn't tell her to stop, and that's it. What we really need, and then I'm out of here, is we need those phases off of Star Trek where all I got to do is stun your ass and you just fucking lay there like a fish until I pick you up, and that's it. These cops need to get instantaneous compliance. And if they can't get instantaneous compliance, that's when lethal force gets escalated against people. And that's the bottom line. And you yourself, if you tried to break up a fight, there's no way that you could tell her to stop before she had stabbed this girl. If I was that girl's parents, I would get right on television and thank those cops. I'd say, thank you for putting a bullet in this fat bitch before she stabbed my daughter up.
Okay,
I agree with that. She had it coming. This one had it coming.
Can I jump in there? I think the reason that it gets emotional or that it gets triggering is because people are obtuse to the actual facts of the situation. So we rather than actually acknowledging what is going on, either in America here, people are failing to do that and they're making excuses. So when we have big trucks sit there and say, well, the videos are cherry picking and, they're purposely
Excuse me, you don't fucking live here.
I know what I see. Sir. Don't yell at a woman.
No. Do me a favor.
Hold on, you can wait a second.
Hold on.
What you talking about, man?
Control, bro. Chill out.
Zero self-control.
Keep my name out your mouth, because you don't live here. And I know what. Keep my name out your fucking mouth.
They have police brutality in the UK too, bro.
Your fucking UK knife crimes and all those acid throwings at people's face. Keep my name out your fucking mouth, woman. Keep my name out your mouth. I'm not the one.
He said that people,
Big Chuck, chill out. Let us say what folks gotta say. Goddamn.
I'll see you guys later. I got a closing to go to.
All right, man. Deal. Cherry picking videos, and we get they can do that, but let's not ignore the facts. And the facts are that the criminal justice system, there is a bias against black men. When we look at sentencing guideline, when we look at sentencing, who actually gets convicted, things like that, we can see that there is a bias against black men. And so when you fail to actually acknowledge that point and you start saying things like, well, no, they're just cherry picking videos, the police aren't biased, that's where people are going to get in their feelings, because we're ignoring the obvious facts. That you can't argue against that. That's a fact. There are studies that have been done into this that show that the criminal system
studies by white people, by the way,
is racially biased.
Wait. Hold on.
I don't think
you're missing the point. You're missing the point.
Hold on. If I'm saying something, please fall back. Hold on. Jessica, no one is saying that it doesn't exist. It's like a foregone conclusion. The thing is, if you say anything without prefacing the foregone conclusion and the well-known fact that there's biases and things in the judicial system or the criminal justice system, they automatically label you. I shouldn't have. It's just like saying not all, not all. When you're talking about black women, okay, we already know this. It's unfortunate. It's fucked up. But at the same time, what are niggas doing to change it, Jessica? You have the generation, all the following generations of black people saying, "Fuck the police, fuck the government, fuck America."
Why do black people say fuck the police?
Yeah, but
So check it out, bro. Check it out.
I'm not fucking doing this shit today. If I say if I'm talking, shut the fuck up. Now, like I said, instead of niggas, what are niggas doing to fix it? They aren't raising policemen. They aren't raising lawyers. They aren't raising judges. So what you forever get to do, Jessica, they get to sit back and complain about the big bad white man, but they're not doing anything to fucking change the system that's fucking oppressing them or that's fucking.
You don't think there's a problem at all?
Bro, see, I think that's it.
Man, bro, you love to just.
We're not.
May I go? Fantastic.
We're not going to change it by justifying what happened either, because that's what was going on. We had the evidence there on camera with the George Floyd case as to what happened, and you have people that are saying his knee wasn't even on his neck when we can all see that his knee was on his neck. So if people
but Jessica,
hold on.
Can I say something right quick, bro? Mr. Fantastic fell off.
What did the motherfucking autopsy say?
Hey, my whole point is this, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Knowing that we have, racial injustices when it comes to the police, you know what I mean? Knowing that police brutality in itself in America is through the fucking roof. Knowing that they're armed to the hilt and they're trained for military tactics instead of, civilian.
No, they're not.
They literally are trained to look at us as we're fucking enemies, right? Knowing all this, right? As black men, when dealing with the police, once you are under arrest, there should not be any motherfucking, I'm not that type of guy. There should not be kicking out the fucking, out the goddamn back of the window or trying to motherfucking wrestle and tussle with the police. I'm sorry. We have to assume some level of motherfucking accountability as black men, especially when dealing with the police.
Hey,
you need to know your rights. You need to know your rights.
You are that type of guy. As soon as you start all that bull,
bro. Listen, I've had multiple encounters with the police, my nigga. Okay, multiple. Okay, and because I know my rights and I know how to motherfucking handle myself, I don't allow them to motherfucking ask me questions that I'm not legally required to answer. I don't let them just fucking manhandle me. I'm not saying yes, sir, master. No.
So you
I understand their purpose. They're law enforcement officers. Their whole point is to investigate whether it's to be a fucking traffic ticket, jaywalking. Their whole purpose is to investigate for conviction. Okay? And anything that they can do to add a fucking charge to whatever the fuck going on, they're going to do. Any type of fucking anything, even if you like driving, bro, and they say, do you know how fast you were going? And you say, well, I don't know. They can even use you saying, I don't know in the court of law. Because that basically tells them that you were not paying attention to the speed limit. And you were just fucking going however fast you want to. So there are certain ways you have to answer these questions. There's certain ways you have to interact with the police. You can't once you're under arrest, bro, you're under arrest. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do that will prevent that, bro.
Okay, hey, can y'all hear me?
Go ahead.
Yes, yeah, hear you.
All right, I'm back. I'm on my what's name. Hey, shout out to B Mortels. Greetings, good brothers. Big Chuck over here is snapping. Yeah, always, man. Shout out to motherfucking. Let me see who we got. We got Clay Pro in the building, man, with the 100 ball. Thank you, greatly appreciate you, brother. All right, so Jessica, Jessica, did you watch the trial?
Not all of it, no.
All right, so Jessica, this is what I'm trying to tell you, man. And again, you and me do shit very, very similar. I'm looking at everything from the fucking both sides of the fucking situation, prosecution and the thing. The knee on his neck was disproven, Jessica. At some point in time, yes. Bruh, if you cut me off one more time, I'm not fucking playing with you, bro. I'm not doing this shit today. You have your fucking turn. You're next. Please shut the fuck up while I'm talking.
Okay, but you don't have to talk to me like I'm some kind of bitch.
Bro, you keep doing the same shit. I done asked you nicely and politely like 3 times, bro, and I didn't drop you down. And that nigga left on his own. I didn't drop him. So anyway, all I'm saying is this, man. Listen. The whole aspect of the thing is this. There's so many different things in this trial and the situation. But if you say the facts, niggas get mad because they're emotional. Had George Floyd not resisted and just stayed in the car once he was put in the car, we wouldn't be here. Okay. But you can, if was a fifth, I understand that. After that happens, though, like I said, what happens? And the thing was, the whole knee on the neck thing was disproven because what we were told, and like what Big Truck was talking about, the video that was cherry picked was the one that told us for 8 minutes and whatever it was, 9 minutes, as they say, the knee was on his neck. Once you got into the actual trial and you seen it from different angles, they proved that that was not accurate. And then furthermore, like I said, on the cross-examination, when the state's witness were cross-examined by the defense, not only did they admit the knee was not on the neck, they also said that even had the knee been on the neck, that would have not have been sufficient enough to kill him the way that the body works. Okay, according to the coroner. Now, the pulmonologist did all of his prognostications and theories and hypotheses, all those different things. Okay. But all the other people on cross-examination agreed with the defense and they gave credence to the defense. What the media did was the media only took the parts that made it look like the prosecution was just knocking this thing out of the park every day. And that's not what was happening. I saw it for myself. And I'm just like, bro, what the hell? And people are watching the trial. Even when they talking about the police chief this, the police chief that. On cross-examination, the police chief gave stuff that gave credence to the defense. The what's his name? The force person, the escalation of force guy gave stuff that was in credence to the defense. All I'm saying, man, is learn how to look at something without getting emotionally involved. And that's what niggas can't do. Bro, I don't give a damn about Derek Chauvin. I don't give a damn about fucking George Floyd. I'm just looking at the case from a fucking actual analytical situation, and more black people need to start doing this and not being emotionally involved, but again, critically thinking and being analytical so you can learn something. The best thing I feel like you could have ever done right now for America, right, would have been to sit down a group of promising young black kids that want to be lawyers or want to do something with law enforcement or whatnot, what have you, right? Have them watch this trial from a critical standpoint. No racism bullshit. No, they hunting us, they killing us. No, none of that shit. Just, hey, what do you see here? What were some of the good points made? What were some of the bad points made? How did the defense slip up? How did the prosecution slip up? But again, it takes a level of maturity to do that. And furthermore, like I said, the ultimate plan is to get to the point of where black people aren't in this oppressive situation. What do you have to do? You have to change the system from the inside by what? Putting people in there that's going to be in your favor.
And that actually rolls into what I was talking about, bro. Black people knowing the law, knowing their rights, and knowing how to deal with the police. Deal with the police to where to a point where if you go to trial, they don't got shit against you. Because you ain't incriminate yourself. You know what the fuck to say. You know exactly what the police are there for. They're there to incriminate you. They're there to motherfucking build a case against you. Straight up. That's why they say anything that you say will and can be used against you in the court of law. Their entire purpose is to lock your ass up for however long they can get.
I get the whole comply argument. I get that, and I'm not arguing against that. But then when in this situation are we actually going to push for accountability on behalf of the police? Because that's what we're not doing.
Jessica, we cannot just blow over, oh, I get there's accountability on, because the thing is, you look at majority situations. How do they start? How do they start? I'm
I
saying,
disagree
listen,
because
and also look at the recent one. Look at the recent one.
Let me respond to that.
Listen, bro.
Hey man, hey look,
Wait.
Let me finish. Let me finish right
Yeah,
quick, bro.
wait.
The one in Atlanta. The one in Atlanta where dude stole the fucking cop taser, turned around and shot the fucking taser. Like, what? Are we ever going to? That's that whole situation. The reason why he died is because he did all that crazy fuck shit.
And niggas still. And hold on, shout out to Bro Truth.
And the dude that just got killed when he was trying to get away from the police, fucking wrestling this shit, hopping back in the car. Are we just going to absolve that nigga for doing all that fuck shit?
No, you don't have to.
Like, seriously, this is how these situations are started.
All right, hold on. Wait.
Everything else.
Yeah, hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Bro Truth. Let me get to Jessica, then let me get to a shot, and then we're gonna move it around and we'll open it up for everybody. Go ahead, Jessica. Finish up.
This is what I mean by we're shifting accountability.
Oh, my bad. SKC is next. My bad.
Rather than actually just focusing on what happened within that situation and saying they need to take accountability for that, we're shifting it and we bring up a case in Atlanta and we bring up a case over here.
No, you missing my point,
though,
the
video of a woman with a knife in her hand trying to stab somebody. How are we going to conflate all of these situations?
Because it's the fuck shit. The fuck shit is being sparked off by niggas, and we are absolving. We're basically saying, "Oh, don't worry about all that. Don't worry about that."
Hey, Bro Truth, hold on.
Go ahead.
Let it rock, man. We passing around.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
All right. Oh, okay. Let me respond to this real quick.
No, hell no, bro. You last on the panel, fam. Hold on. You last on the panel, bro. Hold on. I got nigga in front of you.
Hey, I did jump you. I jumped in front of you. Go ahead, Jessica.
No. It's on. Yeah, Jessica. Go ahead, Jessica. What were you saying?
Yeah, we keep shifting and we keep taking accountability away from what actually happened by putting the spotlight on different cases, and those will be dealt with accordingly, just as George Floyd and the Derek Chauvin situation had to be dealt with accordingly. But people are trying to stop that process from happening by conflating it with other cases, when what we saw with George Floyd was a clear case of murder on camera, and that's why he was found guilty. That's why. But people are trying to justify what the police officer did, and they're finding any way to try and justify what he did. And that's what makes people not be able to take the argument seriously.
Well, again, listen, what I'm telling you, Jessica, and this is the thing of where I think people have to stop getting. This is what I'm trying to tell you. There have been, and I'm not sidetracking, but I have to get this for context and relevancy, right? So there have been people, Jessica, that have been downright actual murderers, right? And what did they have? Without a doubt, without a question, on tape, video, blowing somebody's brains out, no, ifs, ands, or buts about it. People are acting like that's the case in this case, which is not. Again, how are you going to say that a police officer who's taught restraining things and different things and whatnot, what have you, right? This stuff is taught to you in this training. That was admitted by one of the experts that the defense witness brought up. Okay. And circumstances and things happen. Jessica, so many cops get killed and no one gives a fuck. Okay. And this is no Blue Lives Matter bullshit. It's back to blue. I'm not with none of that shit. But just like you're saying, everybody wants to take the shit and position away from the police. Nobody wants to motherfucking put themselves in the place of a fucking policeman. You can literally lose your life in a split second, and to act. And again, this is what a lot of people don't know either, bro. No matter how much training you do, okay? No matter how much fucking training you do, when it's real time, game time, and your life is in fucking, what's the name? You don't know what you're going to do till you're in the situation. Again, should George Floyd have died? No. But was there any criminal content and all this other shit that the dude did to the man? No, bro. I'm just, you're not going to sell me on that, because he could have shot him. He could have tased him. He could have beat his ass. He could have hit him in the face. He could have choked, literally, like just choked him out like fucking Eric Garner or whatever the fuck. There's so many different ways that if it was real criminal content and intended on killing and murdering this man, he would have did it that way, not the way of fucking trying to restrain the dude. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And again, it was a very extremely unfortunate situation. But at the same time, going back to what Bro Truth was saying, look, man, you can't act like this man didn't play any role in the situation even getting escalated to the point of where it did. Had you just complied, and I know, and people hate to say that, but that's true. Listen, bro. Listen, if I'm the cops, bro, I'm just gonna fuck you up.
Wow.
I'm just gonna fuck you up. Listen, no, I mean, listen. Well, I mean, you can wild all you want.
Wow.
Hey, Mr. Fantastic.
Okay, Hammer.
Hey, man,
I'm
you
the
know
whole
it's
shit.
time
Hold
limit for everybody,
on.
bro.
Wait.
I just
I'm
want a
just
quick
gonna.
question. Did you see that footage that a cop got killed in Texas?
Thank you. They don't
By
care.
the
They don't
Mexican.
care, bro. Truth. A
Bro, that
black
shit's
cop just got
crazy as
killed in
fuck, bro.
Georgia.
That nigga, he got gunned down like a fucking dog on the side of a highway, bro. Dude, he thought it was the regular old stop. The next thing you know, you see this motherfucker come up with an AR blasting at this cop.
Yeah.
And then he popped him in the head right before he pulled off, bro.
The bro truth.
But
What
listen,
happened?
Hammer, it's not your turn.
Until you are in a motherfucking uniform, bro. If anyone that's been in the military and done any type of like real like close quarter combat training or any type of like real live breaching and you know basically being in the situation or simulating situations, you know the amount of adrenaline is going through your fucking veins, and you know that in a split second you have to make a decision. Okay,
DJ Cadillac. But hold on, real quick, bro. Too DJ Cadillac. Same is true for black people that get killed by cops.
Yeah,
same is true. More people get killed by lightning, brother. Not just the cops. But anyway, we'll move on to SKC, man. I don't want to hold up.
Hey, what's going on, man? Jessica was saying the whole thing about the accountability, which I think is correct, but people don't finish that or balance that equation. If police are supposed to be held at a higher standard, then citizens respect them at a higher standard, and just and not be wrestling with them and doing all this crazy junk like Brother Truth was saying. The other part, when it comes to this whole thing about what people say, well, they should under training, they should know what to do and all this stuff, like the other kid that got shot, Dwayne Wright, whatever his name is. How did she not know this was a taser? The whole thing with Floyd and all this other Chauvin. How didn't he know that he was hurting the dude and all this other stuff? Okay, we go to a damn basketball game and go back and you think about Nick the Brick Anderson, who missed 4 free throws in a row. The Negro gets paid millions of dollars to play a game, and he got so nervous that he couldn't hit 1 free throw. But you're saying that human beings under the pressure of with their lives on the line,
yeah, life and death,
know that they should know exactly what to do, that they can't have freeze or jacked up moments.
Mm-hmm. But
is that the real standard that you're trying to set for people?
Here's where you're conflating again.
Now the bitch that pulled the taser.
Hold on, bro.
That bitch she should have got fired.
Was not in fear for his life because George Floyd was restrained. He was handcuffed. His hands were behind his back. So we're not talking about a situation where they're fighting and they're battling it out and you're under pressure, adrenaline is rushing. We get that.
Did the other cops have to restrain the other people from approaching the cops?
They held that they weren't touching them. They said, stay back, stay back. That's different. You know, again, in that situation, what you're doing is you're making the watchers the aggressive person. So if anything, the manhandling should have been put on them, not the man who is lying face front down with his hands behind his back, handcuffed.
But again, Jessica,
so if a person can get nervous,
hold on, SKC. But Jessica, do you understand that it's protocol for police to handcuff someone even after they shot them?
Yes.
All right. So if it's protocol to handcuff someone even after they shot them, they're shot. They're pretty much dead or they're incapacitated to the point where they really hold no threat. Why would it not make sense to do the same for a person that's struggling and moving around and has overpowered 2 other grown men? This is what you got. That's what I'm missing.
The difference with that is, even if somebody is shot, we look at the hands as a potential weapon, right? So that's even why if you're shot, they say still handcuff them, put their hands behind their back, restrain those hands, because that is what makes you no longer a threat. It's the hands. In that situation, George Floyd's hands were restrained. They were behind his back. So it's still not an argument of why they dealt with him the way that they did. He dealt with him the way that he did because he thought he could get away with it, because he
Can I
knows
raise
that
my
people
hand?
will defend
No.
his position, and we shouldn't be defending on it. We shouldn't be defending it. It's a
Again,
clear abuse
Jessica.
of power.
Hold on. Can I ask
Jessica,
one question,
again,
y'all?
hold on,
Hold on,
wait,
y'all.
wait,
Hold on,
no,
y'all.
bro, we gotta
Nope,
stay in
no,
order.
show.
We gotta stay in order. Stop, bro.
Bro,
Hold
Truth, you
on.
gotta, Truth, you gotta stop, bro.
Yeah, hold on, bro. Hold on.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hold on. Listen again, and Jessica. This is why I'm getting to you, Jessica. They used the same procedure over 200 times in the city of Minneapolis. You understand what I'm saying?
The city's being sued. Okay.
They use the same exact procedures and restraining things. Oh, they had a article about this. Okay, this dude was the only one to die, and this is what I'm trying to get y'all. This shit is used over like thousands upon thousands of times a day in America, nationwide. So what you guys don't understand you're doing, the slippery slope you're creating is you're limiting what a policeman can do other than kill a motherfucker. Do you understand that, Jessica?
No,
All
that's
right.
a procedure that they're allowed to use. I get that. But the reason that they were able to sue the police in a civil case and win is because he incorrectly administered that restraining procedure.
Can
He
I
did
ask
it
you
wrong.
something,
He
though?
didn't do it the right way. So yes, you're allowed to use the knee on the neck, but only in certain ways. And the police say the training says you can only do it in certain ways because
So Jessica,
it can be a danger if you do it wrong.
Let me do this. You know what will be even better, Jessica? All right. So Jessica, let's say it's me and you, right? How much do you weigh, Jessica?
125.
You weigh 125 pounds. You're Jessica, the police woman. All right. I'm out. I'm rowdy. I'm rambunctious. I'm all these other things and whatnot, what have you. You get a call for me. You're there by yourself. I'm beating the hell out of some woman, right? I'm beating up some woman. Jessica, could you by the book restrain me?
No.
All right.
No, I couldn't.
All right. So Jessica, what options do you have?
You call for
I think
backup.
what you're missing here is that no, in that situation I couldn't restrain you. George Floyd was already restrained. So the point is that after he was restrained, i.e., you've got him handcuffed, he's lying there flat on his belly, you don't need to keep
Jessica,
using those same techniques to
Jessica, let
restrain
me
him
ask you
because he's
another
already
question.
restrained.
So Jessica, no, I'm gonna ask you this, Jessica. So Jessica, you said you weigh 125 pounds, right? So Jessica, you have me handcuffed and you have me laying down, all right? To the point of where Jessica, how many grown men were on this man at any given point?
How much do
3.
you weigh?
Three, right? 3 adult men. So Jessica, that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Y'all keep saying he was restrained and he wasn't resisting. That's not the truth. They had to hold the dude down again because they couldn't, one person couldn't handle him. Had that been the case, they would have handcuffed him, laid him down, picked him up, and just got his ass in the car. That's what I'm saying. You guys aren't being, I'm not gonna say disingenuous, but just not being realistic in a situation. The man overpowered real quick. The man overpowered 2 adult men to the point of where they got him in the car and he kicked his way out of the car. Okay. What kills your by the book or your training thing is, again, there is no such thing when you're in the moment. Okay, when you're actually in the moment and you're in a physical fight or physical altercation with someone and you're trying to restrain this person, you're trying to get this person to comply. Okay, that's why they have pain compliance and all these other things, anything other than lethal. Jessica, you pretty much got 2 options with me. You're either going to try and restrain me or you're going to shoot me and kill me. And anything you do other than shoot me or kill me, Jessica, is a favor to me in the attempt to not have to resort to lethal force. That's what people aren't understanding here. This wasn't a man that was just shot down like a dog in the street. This wasn't a man that was pummeled or beat like in his face and his head and stomped out like Rodney King. It wasn't a man that was choked out into submission until he died like Eric Gardner. It was a fucked up, very, very unfortunate situation that happened. But again, so many other things that people aren't taking into consideration. The time that the EMTs took to get there, The people that were around threatening the fucking officers so they couldn't just fucking, de-escalate the situation. The black dude, I'll slap the fuck out of you. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll do this. This is what we're telling you about the whole picture, Jessica. I'm not trying to give nobody a fucking pass or skate on none of this shit. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, we look at the total, complete fucking situation. It's not just cut and dry. It's where the man, he was out there trying to kill. He was looking to kill a nigga today, and putting his knee on his neck for fucking 8 minutes. That's all I'm saying.
In the position that he was in, you can't even stand up when you're in that position. You can't get up. He's not a threat.
Jessica, this is what I can promise you. Hold on, Jessica.
Naturally, right? If you can't breathe and somebody has you in a position where you can't breathe, you're gonna move around. That's natural.
But Jessica, no, the only reason he couldn't stand. Hold on, Jessica. The only reason he couldn't stand is because he had 3 grown men on him. I'm gonna ask you again, Jessica. Had it been one person, I don't give a damn if Jessica, I promise you, if you put me down on my chest and put handcuffs on me, just me and you stand no chance. None.
You could stand up in that position.
I guarantee you I would. I bet my paycheck on it. I bet my house on it.
My money's on Jessica. I bet she could restrain you.
I bet she couldn't.
No, I know I couldn't. That's why I don't think women should be frontline anyway.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. And it's not even a male female thing, Jessica. I'm speaking really from I guess like a physics and biology situation and shit, right? That's what I'm speaking from. But yeah, we hogging the shit up. We'll go back and forth some more. We got to get to SKC. Go ahead, or is it on shot? SKC, were you done?
Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass the shot.
Yeah, my bad, bro.
No, Hulk was next.
No, man, yeah, Hulk dropped off, so it's on Hulk because Hulk dropped off. He came back in and then the shot. Go ahead, Hulk.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
It's on you, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up? So, I get people talking about the details, but with this, and the reason that the racism thing is so bad, and we see this play out, is that when you act like, you trying to be on the pursuit of good and evil, but you flip the narrative to race, what happens is people don't care about evil, they just care about the race. And it explains why black people don't care about the same situations that occur with them. They only care through the polarized media projecting what white people do to them. And I tell people, this is the plan. This is a plan. Victimhood is a strategy to get the government. Zero was alluding to this earlier. Victimhood is to bring the government into everybody's life through the victimhood of one. They did it with women. Now they're doing it with black people, and then they're doing it with Asian people. How many times are people going to fall to this crap? All right, hold on. The police wasn't even created to help the common man. If you look at the inception of police officers, the fraternity, the Freemason of police was created to help the wealthy, the elite, to protect their assets in their life. It was never even meant for justice. This concept of justice and morality doesn't exist. It's about whoever's in power enforcing their enforcers to help them do what they want to do. And it's funny because a lot of people don't even believe in morality. They don't even believe in this stuff. But
Repeat
then they expect
that one more time, spiritual.
You know where I'm going with that. And they don't even believe in morality. But they expect the police to be moral. When it's about power, it's about use of force. And this is why when we talk about personal responsibility, the people complain about the government, but then they expect the government to be something that they complain about. Which one is it?
Can I answer after Fantastic reads his super chat, I guess?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
For the 1999 training and experience are different. Your training prepares you for the experience, but the experience is not going to equate to training. Shout out to you, brother. Greatly appreciate you, man. Exactly, bro. You can train
for real, man.
Well, ideally, your training is much harder than what you.
Can I ask my question, y'all?
Wait, did you say ideally training is harder than so boxers train harder than an actual fight? Is that what you're saying, bro?
Hold on.
Just in regard to like this combat, right?
No, it wasn't you, bro. Somebody else said it.
You can train in basic. You can do all combat training you want to, bro. But until you
when you in the actual fight,
I agree with you, bro. It's a completely different feeling. Absolutely, completely different environment. You got different chemicals going through your brain. You know your life is on the line at that point.
Depends on how experienced you are,
bro,
right? Like how somebody can experience when they first see the elephant, how they respond is going to be a lot different than a veteran who's like a senior non-com or a senior police sergeant. So I take the stance from the point of view of the police and similar agencies, right? Let's say all the politics you've mentioned and the optics and what Ms. X was talking about is all true. Let's say that's all true, right? On both sides, on Trey's side and Fantastic side, and on the BLM side. The police are still a professional cadre of people that are trying to take police science to the next level every time. There are definitely deficiencies in training budgets, how we train police, how realistic the training is, how soon younger and inexperienced officers are put on the street. Because part of the problem with, say, take the George Floyd issue is that you had a more experienced officer and two relatively young officers, and they were kind of unsure what to do when one of their own might be going beyond the limits. Also, especially in, like, say, the MC, we've had the concept of the strategic corporal, where you're going to have to, even if you're a lowly E4 fire team leader or acting squad leader, you're going to have to think about what are the strategic implications of what you're doing at that small unit level, right? It's no longer the case where only captains and battalion commanders think about strategy. Now you're going to have to be aware of, okay, these small unit actions are going to have a strategic influence because of the moral level of warfare. Now I'm retired, basically.
Okay, from what?
From finance.
Who's next?
Who's next?
Okay, okay. I just, like, I had one question, like, and it, like, y'all kept going, but I mean, like, I just had one question, and then I can wait until it's my turn, I guess.
Go. Yeah.
But it's just like,
who's
okay,
next? Well, I
me
think
here.
it's either
Go ahead.
Ian Graves.
Ian Graves. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I had to do some deep breathing for this one. Oh boy. Oh, I got beat up by the police here in Atlanta, right? Over a supposedly broken tail light. In that case, I didn't have a chance. The policeman asked me to walk over to his car. He says, "Get in the back." I'm like, okay, you have to tell me if I'm being arrested. Before I could even finish my statement, he had tripped me and thrown me on the ground. All right. So he's kind of wrestling with me on the ground. He's trying to flip me over. I guess he wants to put handcuffs, so on and so forth. A second car comes in. I'm in the Kroger parking lot. Second car speeds to the parking lot. It's like 1 o'clock. In my mind, I'm saying, okay, this crazy guy off of me, because there was no reason first for him to throw me on the ground. All right. When they come up, all I get is knees and feet. All I see is flashes of knees and feet. I wake up in the back of the police car. All right. And when the police chief, so they see me wake up, I guess. The police chief comes to the window. He tells me I messed with the wrong one tonight. At that time, all I was doing was going to the grocery store. Man, I had a baby. I had a wife at home. My regular routine, going to the grocery store in the middle of the night is something that I did. To listen to the music and be at peace. Nobody in there. I ended up in jail coming out with bruises and so on and so forth. But all that's to say, there is a culture, all right, that we have to, just as much as we're being logical and we're dealing with the police training, we have to be logical, admit that the police are out to get black males. And I'm saying that to say,
oh my God.
Furthermore, because when I went to go pick up my police report, all right, a black man, one of the darkest black men that I know. I mean, out of the black men I know. So what he did was, I go there to get my report. There's a white lady. Instead of letting the white lady give me my report, he takes the report from her. He goes to the vaulted door at this station for whatever reason. He unvaults it and basically almost throws the report in my face. And I just look at the brother, and he said, "That's why you got your ass beat." All right. So, meaning he wasn't. I mean, he may have come after because when I was in the back of the car, there ended up being like 4 or 5 police cars. There was SWAT. There was 2 police dogs.
Yeah, but brother,
Hey, you ain't
I
gonna tell us
just
about
gotta
that
hold
warrant.
on,
You
hold
ain't
on,
gonna
hold
tell us
on.
about that warrant, huh? That
Wait, no,
motherfucking
no, I got it. Wait,
warrant,
hold
you
on,
got
brother.
that
I got
liquor
it.
store, nigga.
Hold on, bro, too. Hold on. So, brother, what was the cause or what was the charge, if you don't mind me asking?
The charge was supposedly a broken taillight, supposedly, which it really wasn't broken, and they said that an obstruction. They said that he said they lied. All of them lied on the report. The first guy lied and says that I was being arrested and I resisted, which there was no conversation about me being arrested, whatsoever. The guy just said get in the back of the car. And again, he had already had my license, which was good. He had my insurance card, which was good. This was in '99. This was before all this, what's going
So,
on now.
did
This
you
was in
file?
'99.
Did you file a did you file a complaint and sue the city?
Well, I couldn't because
What?
The other 2 police came. The other 2 police lied on their report and said that when they came, they said I was being arrested and I resisted them as well.
Well, that
Right.
brother,
So it's
and all
3
due
against.
respect, just real quick, hold on. All due respect, that doesn't mean you couldn't because of that. Again, the police report is just that. It's the
Well, yeah, you're
police's
right.
name.
You're right. You're right. Well, well, here's the thing. So, and this is a problem in our community because when I went through, because I had I knew I had a friend and he was some black lawyer. Like there in Cobb County, right? The way that the system works, the way the
Hey, I
system is
attest to
set
this
up,
though. Cobb County is fucking hell, bro.
the
Cobb
police,
County is
yeah,
like literally one of the worst counties as far as policing goes. That shit is hell, my
in the
nigga. Like
nation,
that has
in the
like for
nation,
real in
in
the
the nation,
nation.
in the nation,
Straight up.
yeah,
That's just like it's
in
like
the nation,
Nazi
yes,
Germany, bro. Like
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
yeah.
But
Okay.
real
Okay.
talk. Real talk. I done had encounters with Cobb County policemen, man, and they are trash. They
Yeah,
trash as fuck.
the lawyers. But see, here's the system. The system is set up so the lawyers, right? If you go against police as a lawyer, they will pull your fucking card as a lawyer. So the lawyers that I talk to are like, nah, we're not gonna touch that.
So you
All right,
talking
man.
about
Well, you
Oh,
can
wait,
get
are you done?
No, they'll touch anything if you pay them.
what? Well, and
yeah,
you
like
can get
what that don't
a
make no
hold on,
sense.
hold on. Hey,
Why wouldn't
wait.
we not take the
Yeah,
What was
case?
the
and
point of that
you could
story?
get a, but no, and
That's for real.
you could get a lawyer outside of Cobb County. I
Yeah,
mean, like
you can.
they can't
Yeah,
pull the
yeah,
Georgia. It's a
yeah. You're
state
right.
bar, bro.
I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. I was young.
Well, there
I
you go.
didn't.
You didn't think
I
Bro,
about it.
truth,
wasn't.
bro,
End
truth.
of
I
story.
think this was the point of his story, though. A little bit, just a little bit, because somebody mentioned
Okay.
beforehand systematic racism and whoop whoop. So it's like, okay,
So
check this out.
99 would have been what 99 20 years ago? Like what?
Yeah, it
And that
wasn't
when
been no
Clinton in
body
office,
camera
Yeah.
footage and all that shit.
Okay,
that's when
cool, cool.
Clinton is in office, right?
All right, so
Yep.
all right, so this is what I'm saying, man. And again, the thing about it is we live and we learn from the thing. It's very unfortunate what happened to you, brother. Again, your story is that of a substantial amount of black men.
Bro, but before you stop me,
Yeah.
I didn't finish.
Oh, my bad.
I
Go
didn't
ahead.
finish
Oh wow.
Damn, that was a
because
long
when I was
story.
going
That
to
story
life,
was
You
long
got
as
when I was
fuck.
going,
Let him
man.
get
when I
his
was
shit
going
off.
to
Let him
life,
get it off. Let him get his shit off. Go ahead.
No, that's facts.
when I was going to Life
It's
What was
10
on
University,
niggas
your
on the
FJ
county.
report card,
all
bro?
right, all right. When I was going to Life University in Cobb County, right, I was
Another
in the
story?
Nigga,
height of
what?
my
No, you
finger.
not. Man, you not finna tell us
No,
no
Oh
but
yeah,
goddamn
but
No,
wait,
story,
bro,
wait,
you
bro.
wait,
can't
brother,
just
brother,
lie
hold
like
on,
that,
No,
bro.
man.
You ain't saying
hold
nothing.
on,
Nobody
Come
care
on,
about
yeah,
your
bro.
hold
keg
on, hold
stand.
on,
making
hold on,
Nobody
hold
care
on, hold
about
on.
your
Put in the
crack
tuck.
Hold
keg
on,
making
hold
my
on,
stand.
hold on,
case.
hold on,
Come
hold
Can I
on,
on.
make
man.
my case?
Wait.
I was
Yeah,
I had
brother.
a keg
We
stand
gonna
and
let you.
he knocked
I'm
me
making
across
my
the head
case.
while I
No,
was
well,
doing the
hold on,
keg
brother.
stand.
We gonna let you tell the second story after everybody go, man. We got a lot of people up here, and again,
Right.
definitely the people that the what's the names that
Go
are here,
ahead. Go
man.
ahead.
The people that are counter to my argument. Hammer was up here. The link still in the chat. TVA was up here. Link still in the chat. Yeah, niggas. I didn't kick none of you niggas off. You niggas left on your own, so don't try to motherfucking flip it. But Stucco, it's on you.
All right, this is all
Oh
I'm
man.
saying. This only like after hearing all y'all say what y'all had to say, and really meshing all them situations and realizing that dualities exist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no square. I've had a lot of run-ins with the police, but one thing I know is I'm not as aggressively against the law as some of my other friends. You know what I'm saying? And I like it's not like I want something to happen to you, but I know if something does happen to you, I'm not gonna cry at your funeral. Now, when I sit up and look at the whole George Floyd situation, it's a little confusing at times because it was like this is a hard position to take, but you like to run into single mothers' houses and rob them. You're an extra dude. Not saying anything should have happened to you, but you're an extra dude. Now, if you think about like a King Von or something like that, like I realize a lot of dudes who might be considered square make it out of these situations alive. Don't know why, but they do. And it's like all these dudes who actually have been involved in criminal activity for like 13 years plus. That is who we keep talking about getting killed. And I'm not saying nobody should have sympathy for him. It's just, have y'all noticed that's the trend? Everybody was a trap dude. Everybody like George Floyd. I seen him in Scarface's music video. He a street dude. Mathematically, he was gonna end up there. Like, am I tripping for saying that?
But if you
Well,
say
honestly,
that,
man, that's the fucking recipe, though, man. Like, honestly,
George Floyd is related to Steven Jackson of Indianapolis, the basketball player.
But
that's his
I'm
cousin.
just saying that George Floyd
whipped his own
black man
with the lower class and criminal class, bro. That's what it is, man. They want every black man to be associated with George Floyd. That's why this whole campaign is about pushing the criminal class on the black man. It's to paint the black man image worldwide. That's what this is for. They don't want an image of a thinking black man, someone that actually does business, that actually produces in society. They want everyone in this fucking world. That's why it's so big. That's why this BLM movement is so big, because they're pushing that image. Okay?
Hey, shout out to
and the demonization of police is a part of a larger plan to get rid of the police in America. They want to, I mean, what young person this day and age is going to go to the police academy?
Yeah, but that's what I was saying earlier. That's what I was saying earlier.
They're going to roll out a plan about international police. You're going to start seeing, oh, we need an international league of police.
Hold on. You say, hold on. Shout out to Marco El Grande, sorry, for the 10,000 Colombian pesos. Can I tell you a story? The first time I went to the playground, lost my Capri Sun, scraped my knee, my big wheel got scratched. There's more. Appreciate you, bro. Crazy. Oh, hey, you weak ass nigga. How about you bring your whole ass on the motherfucking panel, you bitch? You been motherfucking riding my dick and chasing me around the fucking internet. I don't know for how long. So you hop your bitch ass on the panel and get the fuck out of my chat, bitch.
Ah, damn, I shouldn't have called him a bitch. You about to come see
on
me
that topic. National police standards might actually improve things.
But right can now I ask this though?
Well, hold on. Let me say this, and then it's on Citizen Loot. Listen again, bro. I'm in complete. Oh, you weren't done? I'll let you make sure you get done. But listen. I'm in complete agreement with one of the biggest ways to improve police departments, police reform, is to put them on the same standard of escalation of force as the military does. Again, it makes no sense to me as to where, shout out to Bro Truth, people that's actually seen boots on the ground combat in other countries, hostile countries, and they have orders they have to fucking go to in order before they can administer lethal deadly force. The police officers that service the the citizens of the America and the United States should be held to the same standard. It's just that it gets a little iffy depending on the circumstances, but still it should be, hey, if there's no deadly weapon or anything deadly involved, you shouldn't be able to use deadly force. But in my thing, if there's any hold on, Ian, hold on. If there's any type of weapon, deadly weapon, knife, gun, or whatnot, hey man, it's weapons free.
Mr. Fantastic.
You know what I'm saying? What's up,
Mr. Fantastic?
Bro, man.
Well, how about this? How come we can't, like the brother said, how come we can't get rid of the police? Because the police are not backed by the Constitution. How come we can't just have sheriffs?
Do you know
All right,
what the fuck was
hold on, bro.
Let me get rid of every policeman, bro? Like, do you understand what you're asking for right now? Not to say, not for real though, man.
Let me
No, he
finish.
wants
You
It's
gotta
total
look. You
ridiculous
gotta
anarchy,
to
bro.
say get rid
listen,
of
He
the
bro.
kind of
police.
You
wants
gotta
total
look at the
anarchy,
hood,
bro.
Hey, we
bro.
got
Look
to
at
go
the
one at a
hood.
Let me
time.
finish. Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the sheriff is an elected position, meaning that the public has has leverage in that case. What I'm saying is the police, they actually have Google and other IT corporations now creating their own police force, meaning by law now they can shoot and kill you. And these are really just some fucking security guards. A policeman really is a security guard for corporations, really. When you
Hey,
Well,
I
boil
agree
it
hold
with
up.
down,
you on
so
that.
there is
Honestly,
no
I agree. I think there should be a
real
more
oversight built in.
So hold on. So Ian, what are you suggesting? Are you suggesting that we have no more police, or what are you? What are you getting at?
Right. I mean, I'm saying what I'm saying is we can expand the sheriff's office, right? We can expand the sheriff's office and get rid of the fucking police.
Okay, but hold
But
on.
the thing is,
Wait.
bro,
Hold on,
it
bro.
would take
Too.
a lot to fucking jigger that entire
Yeah.
system, bro. Like
Yeah.
Give
Hold
us
honestly,
on,
some
bro.
real
and
Listen.
it's
political
way
Listen.
too
reasons
much
why.
money. It's way too much money being made off policing. They're not gonna just flip the fucking tables over, man. You got
Listen,
prosecutions
man.
getting
But
killed, you
Listen.
my
got
Hey,
motherfucking
hey,
judges
shout out
getting
to
but
killed.
everybody
You
in
got
the
fantastic.
chat.
The
Listen,
next
bro.
thing I gotta
Last
say
thing.
gonna be right at Citizen Lou, so I'm
Yeah,
saying
hold
what I'm
on,
gonna say.
bro. I can promise you that I can tell you this. Shout out to New York. They were just talking about this in New York because they were using a police dog from Boston Dynamics. They were using one of those, I guess, in the apprehension thing. Listen, man, I can promise you this one. As much pit shit as y'all talk about human police and this that, and the other and all these other things, bro. You let this shit get replaced by fucking robots and androids and shit, a whole lot of more motherfuckers will be dead. Furthermore, if you reduce the police thing, you've already seen what's happening in real time. This is my opinion. This isn't fucking or theory. This is a hypothesis. In the cities that defunded their police departments, bro, you
yep.
had exponential rises in violent crime, not just crime, but violent crime, bro. You know there was I think they said it was a 500. It was either 300 or 500% spike in carjackings last year, bro. Carjacking. Like we
Yep.
back in motherfucking New Jersey
A
drive.
lot of those
Bro, and
people,
they got
a
murdered.
lot
You
of
got
those
murdered through
people.
the fucking roof, my
Listen, hey,
nigga.
do you know
You know what I mean?
there's such thing as
And to
organized
piggyback on
crime?
what you said, Mr. Fantastic, is
That's
in regards to the the fucking policing by machine, my nigga. You can't say the algorithm racist. You know what I mean? They already had a nigga get shot by a drone while he was in
Nimblemint,
his
bring your ass
apartment.
up here.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
fantastic.
Like a nigga was in his apartment, got shot by a drone, my nigga.
Yeah, but
That
yeah,
shit,
that shit
already
Atlanta.
took
Yeah,
place.
that was Atlanta. They didn't shoot him
Yeah,
though.
that
I'm
shit
saying,
already took place. But you gonna say,
yeah.
man, that drone racist, man?
Everybody know that
Hey,
shit.
hold
All
up,
right,
Stucco Bucko, go ahead and say your piece, and then we gotta go to Citizen Loop. Real quick, let me do this.
big
Shout out
bet.
to Wiseville TCP for the 199. Appreciate the police are going to stop taking calls soon. Hey, I would too. I'll let you niggas learn. I'll let you motherfucking figure it out for yourself. You got a Second Amendment right. God damn it, you don't need me, and I gotta worry about getting sued all the time. Ain't no way in the hell. I'm not pulling up the shit. They actually did that in Atlanta too when they had
Hey,
a
Mad
note. They
Max,
didn't
bro.
they didn't respond to calls when they was doing that bullshit. Shout out to
We gotta
Time Travel
Mad
Radio
Max
for
that shit
5.
out, man. Mad Max that motherfucker out, man. Whoever survives, survive, bro.
Yeah, shout out to D-Rock Game for the 5. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Doug yesterday that hit me at the buzzer, man. At the end of the stream yesterday, man. I'm sorry I didn't call it out, man. Shout out to Doug for the $10 cash out from yesterday. Greatly appreciate you. Stucco, go ahead, answer your question. Ask your question, bro, and then we gotta jump to Citizen Lou. Again,
Big
all
bet.
the people, hey, I need some fucking
Damn.
detractors. I need some detractors or somebody that's against the shit up here. I don't want you niggas motherfucking claiming this shit. This is your time to shine. This is your time to shine, motherfucker. All right, go ahead, Stucco.
All right, Citizen Lou, you there?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
still
I'm
there?
here. Yeah, what's
Okay.
going on?
I done heard you, Bro Truth, and Fantastic all remove the racial aspect from these situations. Which I mean, I get it. I get it. Because some people act stupid. But why do you deny that it exists? Because some people act
I have
stupid.
not denied that it
Yeah,
exists.
no one denies it.
Nobody,
Hold
what
up.
are you talking
Right.
about?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay,
Hold
I'll
up.
answer
Y'all
that
gotta
real
stop.
quick.
I
Wait.
acknowledge it. All
Wait.
right, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first
you
thing I
just ain't got to
acknowledge,
punch me in my
nigga.
jaw about it, but I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
But hold on.
So,
No. We're not
But
punching. But listen,
you starting
brother.
off
Hold on.
with the wrong premises. You have
Hold
to
on,
get
bro.
the
Too.
right premise
Yeah,
before you start.
yeah. But hold
your
on.
point.
Do you know how serious? Hold on, Sucko Bucko. And this is what we saying, bro. Words mean things, bro. Words mean
you're right.
things.
Right,
So
you're
when
right.
you guys say hyperbolic shit, and you already have people that are overly emotional, they're gonna believe that. They're not even gonna listen to what we're saying. Oh, them niggas just erasing the racial aspect. No, bro, I'm a black man, nigga. How can I erase it when I am that?
All right, then I'll rephrase it. You remove it enough that you don't even realize that. Like, I mean, like you said that you realize that other people don't get it, but you remove it so much that you make other people salty. Like, I don't know
Well,
why.
that's their fault. Listen, what I'm telling you. Listen, I can't hold you to my level of mental and just life experience maturity, bro. Again, what I've done and put myself in, and again, I know even sometimes the good guy gets fucked over, but this is what I can tell you. This is what niggas act like it happens, but it never happens. The good guy, the innocent guy, the non-criminal is not the 90% of the motherfuckers the police is fucking up. Okay,
that's what I said.
All right, well that's not what niggas do. Niggas say it's just you can be a preacher while you doing communion and you baptizing a baby. They'll kick the church door down and shoot you, nigga.
No, it's gonna be King Von who gonna come get you.
But that's
if you that preacher, Von gonna shoot
what you saying,
Nobody,
bro? Then what you? I'm confused at what your
yeah, they put
No,
both people on the same. They put both people on the same level, and that's just not the truth. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if and when you say that, you're accusing us of removing the racial aspect, like it doesn't, like you know what I'm saying, like it doesn't matter. No, we're not doing that.
No.
What we're doing is, man, again, it's certain shit I shouldn't have to say. Every black man is not created equal. Every black man is not the same. Just because I'm black, I mean, you know what I mean, and that's the problem. Police don't see every black man as the fucking same, bro. I'm telling you, I've been pulled over by the police. I don't know how many times. You know how many speeding tickets I done got? Never had one go crazy. I told y'all. I say it again, bro. I had a felony fucking warrant for a gun. Okay, pulled over. One of the best experiences I ever had with the fucking police. Hey, sir, got a warrant. Don't know what's going on. Me either. Gonna have to take you in because the felony warrant. Have to do it. You know what my ass did? Hey, put the motherfucking handcuffs on, hopped in the fucking back of the thing, did whatever the fuck they had to have me do, got processed. They gave me a ride back to the motherfucking what's name, and everything's good to go.
But that's because you came across a police officer.
Hey, I gotta stop. I had green. The car smelled like liquor, my nigga.
That ain't good.
Bro, true, you gotta stop doing that.
Yeah,
when an
a little
officer
bit.
is looking to abuse his power, or you have an officer like what happened that day, he's not seeing any difference between a good black man and a bad black man. He doesn't look at that.
Thank you.
So
I got
people
my
need to
wallet
stop trying
stolen in high
to
school.
That's false.
stop trying to differentiate themselves based on the fact that
He beat my ass
this
and
police
left
officer
me
is
to
going
do
to
the
know
wrong.
my history and know that I'm a good guy. They're not looking
Jessica,
at it
you
like
don't know
that.
what
They're
you're
going to
talking
do
about.
the same to
But-
you like they would to anyone
Jessica,
else.
you don't know what you're talking about.
But Jessica,
But I have an example
hold
of
on,
how she
wait,
actually is
hold on,
like.
real quick. And Jessica, this is what I'm telling you, Jessica. Again, I know that exists, but Jessica, what I ask you is, what's the percentage? What's the percentage of these races? Hold on. What's the percentage, Jessica, in your head, in your mind, of just approximate? Of course, I'm not asking you to be literal. It's not a right or wrong answer. I'm just asking for your opinion. What do you think the
less than even 5%, I'd say.
Oh, all right. So again, if it's less than 5%, again, you see how you're helping the point inside of what we're trying to do. What I'm trying to say in what would ring true is this: if you had less black men being involved in criminal activity or resisting arrest, you will have less Jacob Blakes. You will have less George Floyd's. You have less. I can't none of us remember the nigga name in Atlanta. Somebody put it in the chat for me. The dude that rubbed the taser away from the two cops. That guy.
Rashad Brooks.
Okay.
Rashad
Yeah,
Brooks.
Rashad Brooks. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate
That
you,
was
Kid
just a
Styles.
weird
Rashad Brooks.
situation.
Is that the Walmart guy?
No.
The guy who
It
got
doesn't
caught
matter
on the
because
back
what
of
you're
the-
saying is
No, yeah, the
what you're
Wendy's
saying
guy.
is
The Wendy's guy.
just
He was drunk.
It was
just
Wendy's.
comply.
But we can't say all cases, man, involved where motherfucker is being resisting arresting and shit, that they are actually resisting arresting. You know what I mean? They'll
Hey, hold on, it's my
pull
turn.
them, they
Though.
say
You
that
don't
shit,
even
man.
know what's
Hey,
going
hold
on.
on,
Like,
hey,
in the
hold
middle
on,
of the
yeah, hold
night,
on,
he
bro. It's
having
my
problems
turn.
with his wife, and he want to take
Yeah,
it
hold
out.
on.
Let me get
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Citizen Lou been patient. Go ahead, Citizen Lou. It's on you.
Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, this panel kind of stressing me the fuck out. I ain't gonna lie. But
Sorry.
Oh man, nigga, that got triggered on the
Sorry.
panel. What the fuck?
no, I'm just saying, it's just everybody cutting each other off and everybody trying to get their point
Man, you know
across.
it's nigga shit, bro. You know how this shit goes.
Right, and that's the point. So this is what I'm saying,
No,
right?
that's
I hear
bro truth
everybody
Amen,
talking.
bro. Amen. Go ahead.
You
Y'all
guys got to
done?
stop with the ad libs. It cuts people off.
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
ad libbing and throwing shit. Come on, man, that shit. Come
Yeah.
on.
Go ahead, Citizen Lou. It's on you, bro. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, bro.
Yeah, like I was saying, bro. Everybody's talking about police reform. Eon had that story about the police, bro. I haven't heard Negro reform yet, bro. I don't understand why we're not looking at the behavior of a lot of these situations, bro. Like, here's the thing, right? Eon, you brought up a story. I'm gonna say this, right? Okay, so black people are just being totally disingenuous with this shit. Y'all really don't give a fuck about George Floyd. Y'all know y'all don't. I remember when this whole thing happened. It was when that 6ix9ine shit popped off, and all these black people talking about, oh, fuck snitches, all this shit, right? And then George Floyd, come to find out this nigga was a snitch. And then he snitched on the niggas he robbed that pregnant bitch with. Look it up. And so he's a snitch, and y'all niggas ain't got no smoke for that. So
she wasn't pregnant. She wasn't pregnant. We got to stop saying that. She wasn't pregnant. She had a toddler in the house. It was a child in the house. So she wasn't pregnant, but there was a toddler in the house. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, I got you. But it's still, he still did it with a bunch of niggas, and he's anyway. Okay, you're right. All right, so that's what I'm saying. So here's the thing: y'all say that doesn't matter, but it does matter because I'm black, and then y'all get on these panels and y'all say black men, they coming for you, they hunting you down, and it's not true, right? But what's really is true. Eon, you brought up that story about the police fucking you over. I got plenty of stories of niggas fucking me over. Does that mean niggas are attacking?
But listen, but you didn't hear you didn't get the other part when I went.
The first story I heard all the first story. The second story I wouldn't.
No. That was still the first story. When I picked up my
you can criticize both.
And a black man said, he said,
okay, but I actually do think niggas. Y'all don't think niggas after you sometimes?
No, listen. He said
niggas are after
he said that's why
you
got
always.
your ass. He said, listen, he said that's why you got your fucking ass beat. All right? When I was picking up my fucking police report, I did not have a fucking criminal record. I'm telling you, it's a systematic thing where they hate black men. He had no reason to this.
But your anecdote is the opposite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your micro situation does not apply. Yes, it is. And do you know what anecdote means, brother? It is. Do you know what micro means?
When I pick up my police report, bro, right, and the motherfucker tells me, right, that's why I got my fucking ass beat. That's not a fucking micro. That's systematic.
That is
micro. Do you know what micro means, brother?
Aggregate, bro. If you look at the wider interaction between black men and police in the aggregate, the scenario where we get your ass whooped and put on the fucking pavement in the Kroger parking lot, it's minute. That's what he's saying. In the aggregate, that is the minute.
Bro, truth, you ain't never relied on by the police.
Niggas don't math.
Bro, my nigga, I done had all kind of motherfucking shit in run-ins with the police, bro. So yeah, I understand the fucking system, and I understand what the fuck they do. Okay, I understand they are motherfucking enemies. Okay, their whole purpose is to basically get more charges on you. Okay, so they can lock your ass up for as long as possible. And your motherfucking goal is not to allow that to happen.
But did you ever think that some people don't have the mental fortitude? Hold on, Jessica.
Hold on, bro. Still with my turn.
Fantastic.
Yeah, my bad, bro. Hey, go ahead. Hey, finish cooking. Finish cooking, Senator.
And then Ray.
Yeah, can Fantastic jump back on? Because it's 10 people. Is he able?
No.
But anyway, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish. So that's all I'm saying, man. You know, we gotta stop this whole fear mongering and black men, y'all getting hunted down and shit. Like I thought we were gonna talk about that fat chick that got shot. I didn't know we were talking about Floyd again.
Well, no, we'll get to that, Lou, because what's the name brought it up, and that's a great point. Listen, well, hold on. That's a great point, Citizen Lou. We'll get to that, but this is really for anybody that's got anything negative. So let me see. Chef Disaster, are you on the opposite side, brother?
I'm on the side that's stand with crooked police and their behaviors and mannerisms.
Okay, well, yeah, we want to hear from you. So it's on Fatal Dose.
Ray was here before Fatal Dose.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, Ray Hammer. It's on Ray. Go ahead, Ray. Hey, Fatal Dose. I don't got you modded up. I thought you modded up because I don't see your thing in the chat. I'm trying to go back forward. I can't see it.
I should be modded up.
Yeah, I didn't see. I thought so. I don't see your comment though. Type in the chat. I see it in the StreamYard, but it's not letting me see it in the It's not showing me in the YouTube.
But let me say this though, real quick. Black people, y'all are being used as pawns in this scheme. They know we're the easiest, programmable group. They know that all they got to do is just put a black man on screen getting beat up by the police, and we'll go out and riot and tear shit up. And they're going to try to abolish police, and where the elite's going to have independent contractors getting paid $250,000 a year, like Facebook is working on. They're building their own city. So I don't understand why y'all acting like it's. I don't understand why y'all want this shit to happen, because the only thing that's stopping niggas from destroying and slaughtering y'all is the police. Because, but that's all I want.
Only one person here has advocated on behalf of defunding the police. Only one person. Most people who are looking at the situation are not saying that. When we're talking about being easily manipulated, we have literally probably 90% of this chat who are advocating to allow police brutality. So when we're talking about who's easily manipulated, let's actually look at what's going on. Yes, because you're saying that because of George Floyd's past,
Shut up.
because of George.
Just get out.
Because what we're saying is because of George Floyd's past, that the actions that happened that day are reasonable. We shouldn't be doing that. If we want to look into people's past, that is what people are arguing.
George Floyd was a jerk.
Hang on. The only person who has been able to stick to the facts of the case so far has really been fantastic. Everybody else is actually moving away from the facts of the case and moving it onto that video that we saw earlier, niggers and pookies and this, that, the other. How about we actually stick to what happened within that case?
But the case is over. He was found guilty.
People aren't able to do that.
Can I get this? Can I get this, please? Can I please get this?
When the last time you were fantastic?
So that's the one I sent out to you guys a
Hold
couple
on.
months ago.
Bro, you got a whole business deal going on. I gotta mute him up. All right, cool. So hold on. It's on Ray, and then it's on Kids. No, it's on Ray, then it's on Fatal Dose. Fatal Dose, I got you. I got it, brother. I got it highlighted. I'll share it when we come to you. Ray, go ahead.
I recognize, okay, man, that there's a need for the police and shit, bro. But damn it, if they're gonna keep doing fuck shit, plain and simple, damn it, defund them, burn the damn department down, all that shit. Because
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Because
Ray, come on,
this
man.
here,
Yo, let him get his piece.
Because dig this here, nigga. I done security before, bro. Real talk. I've been on for many fucking years, and damn it, I done took down many motherfuckers, nigga, that was 2-3 times bigger than me. Bigger than fucking fantastic, nigga. And what the fuck? I never had to put my knee on a motherfucker's neck, nigga. They know fucking procedure, but they choose to use shitty ass bullshit at times, bro.
Emotional.
Hold on. Ray, did you get finished? Hey, one at a time. Hold on. Ray, did you get finished, bro?
Yeah, I just.
All right, cool. So Ray, again, brother, you gotta stop repeating the narrative that's been. Hold on, you gotta stop repeating the narrative that's been disproven, brother. The knee on the neck thing is not accurate. Okay, it was accepted as a point by the actual prosecution itself to the point of where they started saying knee on his back and knee on his upper back. Okay, was there a point in time that the knee was on his neck? Yes, but was the knee on his neck for the majority or the entire time is which the media tried to play it and make it seem like? No, it was not.
Big bro, the point, my nigga, was that nigga, it shouldn't have fucking been there in the first place, bro.
Again, Ray, what I'm trying to tell you is, Ray, Ray, how tall are you again? Hold on, how tall are you, Ray?
5'7", bro.
You 5'7", and you said you rep 315 with ease, right?
Yep.
So Ray, just listening to you, you have a fucking anatomical fucking advantage over 90% of motherfuckers because you're a short, stocky, strong ass motherfucker, bro. Did you ever wrestle at any point, Ray?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you have wrestling experience, Ray. So I just broke down as the reason as to why you would be more qualified than any police officer to actual. And this is what you guys give these police officers unrealistic like capabilities, bro. Have y'all seen most cops? Have y'all seen most cops, bro? Most cops can't even do a foot race. They can't even do a chase. Most of these cops don't have any type of combat skills. Grappling, striking, any of these things. That's why they carry guns. That's why they carry tasers. Most of these cops do not have any type of actual combat experience. So, and this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I can understand when you say that, but again, don't put yourself in the place of a policeman. That's like a fucking, a brown belt or purple belt fucking Brazilian jiu-jitsu artist saying, of course, he didn't have to do this. He could have just hit him with a Kimura and then turn it around into an armbar and this and that. And then, motherfucker.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
He's
Why can't
stupid.
we
He's
vote on physical fitness
stupid.
for police officers?
You say what
Like,
now?
why haven't we?
I
No, I'm saying,
agree with
like,
that.
why haven't American citizens petitioned to vote on physical and mental capabilities for officers?
Well, that's a great.
I
Hey, that's a
agree with
great point. Listen, I agree. Listen. I don't think y'all understand the point where I'm coming from. I think and I believe that police could be much better. I believe that fucking again, since the police department is already militarized, I believe them motherfuckers ought to be doing the same shit and hold to the same standard as the fucking military, bro. All right, your ass got to be in shape. You got to be within a certain body weight standards. All this shit, bro. You see how many fat, out of shape, lazy ass old motherfuckers that all they can do is shoot a nigga, all right, or woman, or whatever. That's all they can do. This person is not chasing nobody down. They're not winning any type of physical fucking altercation with a person. They're not subduing them. They're not doing any of these things. So I'm actually agreement with that. The thing
Well,
is, I'm
where
saying,
I'm from, bro, them motherfuckers will fuck you up.
yeah, but Ray, that's what I'm saying. But Ray, and okay, that's
They're gonna fuck
cool.
you up because they scared.
Yeah, but
They
but not
can't
even
take
that.
you.
Whether it's what, no matter the purpose. The thing is, they have no
Even if they
reason
do
to
that, they're
fuck
gonna be
you.
in trouble.
Listen. Nowadays, they don't have room to fuck you up because why? They're required to wear bright body cameras. Pretty much now, even if if you fucked up and bruised up and all this other shit, bro, and the cop turned his body camera off or even lose his body camera or any of this other shit, or it wasn't on, bro, that's pretty much grounds for a free fucking civil suit for you, man. Do you guys understand? And I think we do way too much. I don't want to say complaining, but I'll say we do way too much.
Yeah, I was worried about that. I'm with you on that one though, with the camera and shit, with the body cam and shit. I was a little bit worried about that though, man. Like, damn, and like, what if these motherfuckers can just say fuck it and just turn their shit
No,
off
that's
for a second
again,
and shit?
especially if it's proven that they turned it off or wasn't on, man. Again, that's pretty much like a free civil suit, bro. I'm telling you. They had a shooting in Virginia Beach where this college student was shot because they had a spree of
What
fucking
year?
shooting.
What year? So
Huh?
I can look it up.
No, just like, bro, not a year, my nigga, like a few weeks ago. This happened in Virginia Beach. One of these girls, the girl that was on, she was on either Bad Girls Club or something. She got killed in Virginia Beach during a shooting. Like it was more than one shooting at the same time, and the cops were responding to it. The cops were responding to it, and I don't know if the dude that they shot was armed or not. He was a person like trying to defend himself from the gunfire. But however it happened, he got killed, and the police officers camera wasn't on. So I can promise you this one, bro. If you listen to it or whatnot, what have you, coming down the way, that family's gonna get some type of settlement. It just is, because that's your requirement now. That's a requirement for you as a police officer.
Nigga shit though?
I don't know. They didn't give the details yet.
Okay.
But I'll relook it up and probably we'll cover it back up. But shout out to Fatal Dose, man. Appreciate you, Fatal Dose.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up too, bro. Thank you, man. Damn.
No problem.
Yeah, I just wanted to say this. Though. We're talking about police brutality. It's like this is like 0.00001% of the problem.
Can I get on here?
Yes, on you,
Hold on. And on that, I will say this though. I will say this though, like, you know what I mean, when you talking about like size and shit, my nigga, fucking, I still revere certain motherfuckers though, bro, that I was wrestling with and all that shit, man. You know what I mean? That will fold me up quick, and they're like fucking 2 times less bigger than me, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that's totally different. That's in wrestling, though. The person. But Ray, you're talking about another wrestler. You're not just talking about a regular person that has no skills. But we gotta go to Fatal Dose. It's on Fatal. Go ahead, Fatal.
I hear you though.
Hey, what up, everyone? Yo, I want to tell the panel, allow me to get through this before y'all jump in, right? All right. So, Ian said something earlier, right? I've been sitting in the cut listening since you started, but I've been in meetings and haven't gotten the chance to jump off. But Ian was talking about the cops, right? And one of the things that Black people, I keep saying this, is that we are ignorant of the law. The cities that you live in is a corporation. It's not government. You volunteer to allow that corporation to live against you, to rule over you by living in that jurisdiction. Number 2, the police is a private organization. It is not a government organization, although it's masquerading as a government corporation. And the problem that we're having is that we're not seeing that the biggest problem for us is economic. We do not have the economic power against those corporations to be able to affect the changes that we want, and the fact that young brothers rather be thugs rather than cops and patrol their own neighborhood we run into this issue when you're bringing somebody else from outside of your neighborhood who's the only one who's willing to take the job to police you, but then you complain because you don't want to take the job, right?
Fatal Dose, where did you learn that information at? I ain't trying to cut you off to cut you off. I just want to know where I can look
No,
at it.
he's right, bro. There's not a lot of black. There's not a lot of black police officers. Let him continue. No. He's asking. No, he's asking a question. He's asking. He's asking so he can go find it for himself and look up the information. He's not challenging him. He's asking.
Just go to the website of the city that you live in and look up their charter.
Okay.
It'll tell you they're incorporated. They're a corporation, and they have a corporation ID. All of that.
That's why.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's why I was mentioning the sheriffs. We have unless we have the money.
So that's the next point I was getting to. Yeah, that's the other point I was getting to. The sheriff is the highest elected official in your county, right? So if instead of talking about defunding the police, what you should do is move the police under the sheriffs, like it used to be back in the days.
Yes.
Anyone ever heard of the sheriff of Nottingham who had the ultimate power? The sheriffs have relinquished their power so they could get more money. Force them to take that power back. There's ways that this could be addressed. And next point is Citizen Lou. I wanted to address his point that look, there's no one here denying that police aren't pulling over black men. The problem is, right? Look at the young lady that just got shot, right? They called the police to get involved, right? So the police didn't show up and shoot him. The police didn't just show up and kill Derek Chauvin. The police didn't. We're calling the police, and we're putting ourselves in the situations to bring the people that we say we don't like into our lives and affect our lives. So we have to be able to then look at ourselves and take accountability and say, why was the police here? No one's asking that question. Why was the police with Chauvin to begin with? Right? I've gotten pulled over. I grew up in the 90s as a teenager in New York City when Giuliani implemented the stop and frisk. You don't think I was getting thrown against the wall like almost every other day? There was a point, bro, I got so tired of getting thrown against the wall, I wouldn't leave my apartment. It was crazy. It was crazy like that. So, but you know, I understood that the difference that it made was that whereas every day I was hearing about somebody getting shot, those numbers went down because Negroes were afraid to walk around strapped because they would get caught by the police now, right? So now I'm not saying that it was constitutional or it was lawful that it was done, but what I'm trying to illustrate here is that the policing tactic is a direct effect of our behavior. And the third point I wanted to get to is well, I actually said that the economic, right? All right. So next point: 16 countries in the Caribbean that are either Hispanic or Black, right? I couldn't figure out how many of them are Hispanic. 54 countries in Africa. You go to Africa and tell me which 54 of those countries can Derek Chauvin behave the way he did and not got his ass handed to him by the cops? You point out the country to me where people can behave the way we do. Any of those 54 countries in Africa, tell me which one we can go to and behave the way we do.
Chauvin or Floyd?
You mean George Floyd?
You mean
George Floyd? Yeah, my bad. George Floyd could behave in that way in any of those 54 countries and not get shot or not get his ass beat and thrown in jail and wouldn't have access to a judge, wouldn't have access to a lawyer, wouldn't have Black Lives Matter, right? Because we acting like this is only something that's here in America, whereas people in Africa can't behave that way because they'll get the same treatment from police in Black countries with Black government.
Even worse, bro. Even in Germany. When I was in Germany, my nigga, niggas would get their head bust wide the fuck open. It was like, oh, it's Tuesday, nigga. So the fuck what? Hopefully you don't bleed out.
Yeah, man. Like Federdos did bring up a great point, but again, the thing to that would be this, and again, this is what you can't get too far away from. I don't want to bring that in as a variable, even though it's a great point, because people will say that you're deflecting and you're trying to listen, man. We definitely have the most important part of this, again, equal accountability across the board. Okay, Police shouldn't be fucking motherfuckers up, shouldn't be racist, shouldn't be targeting black dudes or whatnot, what have you. Again, shout out to Jessica. Jessica said in her mind to just downright, I hate niggers. I'm gonna find them and shoot them up.
I
It's
never said that.
5%.
Fantastic. Oh,
Huh?
okay. I got you. No.
5%. No, I'm come on, Jessica. Come on.
Mom, you can only respect that stuff
So,
until them
No,
police
hold
officers
on.
have
Hold on.
another
Let me, I'm gonna
cop
kick
at
it
the
back to you,
door,
Fader. I'm
man.
gonna kick it back to you. So this is what we're saying, and I think her synopsis is pretty accurate. I would even bump it up. Let's say 10. I think 10 is definitely over it, but for the sake of pro blacks and the oppression niggas, we'll even bump it up to 10. All right. So that still means 90% of police officers aren't that way. Okay. 90% of police officers aren't that way, and that's not to mention. Okay, well, so there aren't any black racist police officers. There aren't any Hispanic racist police officers. There aren't any fucking Asian racist police officers.
They all do exist, but none of them acknowledge the fact that when somebody pulls up to their door with that same energy, they're not gonna like it.
Yeah, but listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. We're focused too much on something that's not that big of a factor. Just like police killing black people. Again, we did the percentages, man. You do the raw numbers. Don't hit me with the bullshit about the fucking per capita. I hate when niggas do that and be disingenuous.
What did I say about a per capita?
He ain't talking about you, bro.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about in general. That's what niggas do to justify it.
But
Yeah, so,
fantastic. You
Mr.
just
fantastic.
With the point
Let,
that listen,
let me
in the
let me
world,
finish my
in the
point.
world where we live.
Yeah, let me get out there.
Let
But
Fatal
wait a
finish his
second, wait a
point. We'll
second.
get
Let me
back to
respond
it.
to that.
Yeah, go ahead, Fatal. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the last point I want to bring out, right? This is how you know this whole thing is disingenuous, right? Terrence Crutcher, who was shot. How many of you ever heard of him, by the way? Terrence Crutcher.
No,
never
heard of him. Hold on, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Fatal. Oh shit. But go ahead. I'm bringing it up.
All right. So Terrence Crutcher was coming from church with his two daughters. He's not a criminal. Never got arrested. College educated. A stand-up guy. The type of guy that the white dudes was tap on the back and say, "Hey, you're a good Negro," was shot and killed while changing a tire on the side of the road because a white female police officer pulled up behind him and told him to put his hand up. He put his hands up and she shot him. Her excuse was that, this was in 2016, her excuse was that with all the cops that were getting shot and all this BLM stuff going on, she was scared for her life, right?
I remember this story. I remember this story.
So,
I remember
that too.
So the problem is here you have a situation where even white people were outraged about this. Where was BLM? The problem is BLM is looking to destroy the country and bring in anarchy so they could bring in their communist lesbian utopia. So what you have is a cherry picking situation where they're picking to support the criminals that they know that the average white person would not support, to then tear this country apart using you Negroes and your emotions for them to do it. And you're allowing yourself to be taken by this and being used without looking at everything that's going on, and the fact that whenever it is a legitimate case where I would stand behind, I'd go outside and protest, they never step up and say anything about it. And that's the biggest problem that y'all not looking at, because y'all turned it into a race thing as opposed to a police brutality thing. If it was police brutality, let's stop police brutality, right? The white boy that just got shot last week, when BLM got to the protest, found out he was white and left, y'all should have been there protesting for him too, if y'all truly wanted to reform police. Because you can't reform police by just black people. You got to have the white conservatives on your side, or else it's not going to happen. So all of this energy and talk, y'all talking about let's get rid of the police. Half of the country don't want this shit. So how are you going to do it with half of the country on the other side? So that's what I had to say, man.
Listen, but okay,
Mr.
Fantastic. Yeah, so Mr.
I haven't spoken yet.
Fantastic. But no, let me respond, Mr. Fantastic. What you didn't say though,
I think Kid Styles is next.
World that we live in, right? When they say
he don't give a fuck.
No, but I just wanted to respond to that point. I just want to respond to that point about the numbers. About the numbers, right? What I'm saying is that when you look at the numbers of unemployment, they say 5% unemployment is unacceptable and it's epidemic. So the point that you make is valid, but you have to understand in the world we live in, there's a point of critical mass. That could be 5% or that could be 10%. So we're not trying to get to 40% before we're like, okay, it's a problem. It can only be 5% to 10% is enough in the world we live in.
Well, no, Ian, but listen, Ian, again, brother, you're asking for a utopic situation, and it's just never going to happen. You're never going to eliminate. Hold on, let me ask you a question. So let me ask you: do you think racism can be eliminated, Ian?
No.
All right. So if you know racism can't be eliminated, then what are you talking about? Again, there always going to be racist people. There are always going to be rapists. There are always going to be murderers. There are always going to be bad people, no matter what. Ian, did you hear about the doctor that got caught up recently? I think it was sometime last year that was killing motherfuckers, man. It was just killing them. A doctor. Medical doctor. You see what I'm saying? So again, man, you're gonna have bad people in every occupation. But let me say this. Shout out to Stream Memes, and then we will go to Kid Styles. And do me a favor. Shot. I'm gonna kick you, bro, and I'm gonna let you come back. I got somebody trying to get in. I appreciate everybody's patience, man. That's just trying to get on. If you want to get on, exactly. Hey, especially if you are the opposition or whatnot, what have you, hop your ass up here. I need the person that gave me the most fucking pushback is Jessica X, Ian, and Stucco Bucko.
When I've got the chance.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, Jessica, we want all the smoke, baby. You know how we get down. It ain't nothing changed. But hold on. Let me say this. Shout out to Stream Team Me. So listen, the per capita argument is what black people use in Black Lives Matter and liberals and people use for the whole, they kill more black men than they kill white men. Well, that's when you use a per capita argument, which is always going to be in your favor when you have lesser people. Okay. If you have less people in the population, especially at six times less or 5 point something to 6 times less the people than white people have, then of course, if you use a per capita argument, for every black person stop, that's 6 white people, bro. So of course, when you guys use a per capita argument versus the raw numbers and the actual numbers, it's always going to be, they stop more black people or they kill more black people than white people, which is a lie. Okay, they literally killed more than 5. I think it was like more than 5 times more white people than they killed black people, and that's been that way for like 5 years running. Shout out to Clue. I think Clue put it in the thing. They only killed 18 unarmed black people in either 2020 or whatever the fuck it was, and then altogether it didn't even equal to 30 people. Bro, they're killing well over 100 white people per year, man. All right.
So are you saying that niggas per capita argument white people's beef, internal beef? Like, are you saying that?
What am I saying? What
are you saying that black people are tripping and beefing with each other about white people's internal beef?
No, they're not beefing about anything. They're using it. They're manipulating the way to count the numbers to make it look like it's more of an issue than it actually is. Listen, bro, but niggas don't use a per capita argument. The same per capita argument we talk about black on black crime, because if you did that, you would literally have 6 times more murders of each other. You know what I'm saying? The same way you would when it comes to policing. But niggas don't do that because then they want to go by the raw numbers and act like it's not a big deal, even though that we're outnumbered by white people by 5 to 6 times. We're only we're like 400. I think when we did the numbers, it was like 400 murders behind white people about killing each other. It's a percentage.
Yeah, and fantastic. Per capita argument also works in their favor when they don't account that black people commit like 50% of the homicide.
That too. That's another That's another thing, man. Hey, appreciate you, Ray, man, for coming through. Yeah, and that's another shout out to Silent Sir. Exactly. And like you said, bro, it's the way they play with the shit, and you don't even take consideration, like saying you're talking about violent crime, especially or just crime altogether, that black people do way more than what their population size said they should be. But we on Kid Styles now, brother. Greatly appreciate you for your patience is on you, bro.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right, so I got into an argument, not an argument, but a discussion with my father. We go back and forth on these issues, and something I found interesting that whenever we have these conversations, niggas always got to go back, back in 1960 this, and during that era, it was like this. And no lie, like whenever he does that, I can't refute the argument. You know, police do have a history of doing messed up stuff to black folks, but I hate when they do that because it's disingenuous. We got to talk about what's happening in the here and now. And when we talk about what's happening in the here and now, police brutality is not an issue for black people. It's us killing each other. But I'm not going to go down that track. I'm going to be quick as possible. So when we look at, let's just stick to the case, right? We look at, first of all, the man's been convicted, so I don't know what the hollering is about. The niggas got what they wanted. One. Two, when you look at what happened with the George Floyd case, Chauvin, in my opinion, the only thing I don't think he meant to kill that man. He was too nonchalant. I thought he just wanted him to settle down, you know, go to sleep so they can get him in there, you know, get the paperwork done, whatever. I think his biggest sin was staying on him too long. You know, there's a possibility that he could have died anyway. But let's look at the facts of the case, because Jessica mentioned that. George Floyd put himself in that position. I'm going to go over it again. He was counted for bail. He used way too much fentanyl, amphetamines. He resisted arrest. He wouldn't stay in the car. Then he requested that they put him on the ground. I think up until that point, the police didn't do anything outside of Jared Chauvin to stay there too long. He had him. Once he settled down, all right, he's not moving to get him up, so we don't have no issues. Unfortunately, he died. But the problem I'm having is that black people don't want like a culture and don't want to take accountability for our actions. It's like what happened with the chick with the knife the other day. She's about to stab a woman to death. The cop, what is he supposed to do? Because if he tases her, she can still stab her to death. So it's like black folks don't want accountability for anything. We want to be victims, but we also want to be victimizers at the same time. I don't understand it, but this is where I am with it. At this point, I think black people have made their bed. They don't want police. It's obvious they don't want specifically white folks policing them, but they don't want to be cops either. So I say give them what they want. I say in the majority of black areas where they're saying defund the police, just pull out. Don't quit the job. Don't answer black calls. And let them sort it out amongst each other. Let them kill each other. Because then we'll see let me finish. We'll see the mass carnage because the numbers have already gone up. Cops are already quitting. My father was like, no, they're already quitting. They're already not policing the areas, and crime and violence is already going up. So pull out.
Crazy.
See what happens. Watch the mass carnage in real time.
Go ahead, bro. So watch the mass real talk. My mom works for the jail, bro. She works for the jail in Jacksonville, Florida, bro. When I tell you, man, fucking skyrocketing motherfucking crime rates, dog. She see everything, murder, shot, all kind of shit, bro. And it's a daily basis because real talk, it's a larger plan for the United States to basically get rid of any type of internal policing. That's what this is about. The demonization of the police is to have the policing units in America replaced. Okay, it's an entirely different system, bro. And that's what the mindset's been pushed out there. That's why you got politicians, you got these motherfuckers saying, "Oh, we need to rethink about the institution of police entirely." Okay, the shit that's replacing it, you don't want you don't want over you.
You don't want it. You don't
Straight
want
up.
Military state.
Straight
you don't
up.
You don't want that military state. It's oppressive. Look at all the countries that have a military state. What the police do, you better listen. Look at like niggas all they kill me with this.
Facts.
So we talking about it's so oppressive in the United States.
Real quick.
You end up in a fucking desert buried. You end up in a fucking desert buried, and you lucky if you get a fucking missing person report filed for you, nigga. Like real talk. There's literally places out there, nigga. There's no semblance of justice whatsoever, nigga. The police just bust your shit open, and nigga, hey, good luck.
Hey, real quick, shout out to SKC for the what's the name? And my bad, I missed one from of Aaron C. Retype it in the chat for me, man, so I can read it. I'm sorry. I was trying to go back between the two chats. Stop asking cops to make under 50. Stop asking cops who made under 80K to be held to a higher standard. Pay them according to the standards you want them to be treated. The money matters. Appreciate you, SKC. Yeah, man, you're definitely not finna get me to risk my life, goddamn, actively for pennies on the dollar. Shout out to Crown Time VA for the 5, man. One of the BABG alumni in the building. Hey, I got to do some swapping around of some people. I don't got to drop you down, but as a matter of fact, shit, I'm about to drop down and Jessica go run this shit. So don't fucking try to run Jessica over.
Yo, fantastic. Before you drop down, I'm just here to ask you a question. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm just here to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I came with the smoke. I don't want to fight or nothing like that. I just want to intellectually have the smoke.
Bro. Go ahead.
No doubt. So the two girls that gave their witness testimony, how do you feel about their testimony? The ones that have to have counseling now for the trauma of what they seen. Like those girls had no parts in the case, no political ties, no moral ties. What they saw was clear murder in their eyes from their mouth. How do you feel about that?
Hold on. Which girl?
Man,
You talking
fuck
about the girlfriend? Hold on. You talking about the girlfriend and
No,
the black girl?
the two children. No, the two children.
Okay, hold up. Wait. They testified in the case.
They were the ones that gave testimony. Yes,
The children.
the two black girls that were on the sideline with the
Are you
camera.
talking
The
about
one
the
who
girl who recorded?
Yes, thank you, Jessica.
Okay.
X.
The
Hold on. I
woman
thought
who
you were talking about
recorded
his
it.
children. I'm like his children. You're saying it like his. I thought I'm about to say, whoa. His children
No,
didn't fucking
no.
testify.
Yeah,
Oh, bro,
the girl
listen.
recorded.
Man,
Okay,
dude.
yeah. All right. So hold on. No. I'm gonna answer this
Yo,
question. So,
fantastic. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to smoke. I just
no,
want to talk to you.
you asking a
I
great
don't want
question.
no
I'm gonna
smoke with
answer
none
the
of your.
question. I'm
Yeah,
just
go
trying
ahead.
to. Okay, listen. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Listen. This is the thing, bro. For one, blame the state. Blame the state because
No, I asked you, how do you feel about their testimony?
well, their testimony is unfortunately is skewed, man. It's skewed.
They're the ones who recorded it, Mr. Fantastic.
Again, they
How is that
recorded
obscure?
it. They recorded
With
it
her
from
phone. Yeah.
okay. They recorded it from a place of what, Chef Disaster?
Of no involvement whatsoever, of no political stance or moral stance. They recorded what they saw, and after that, they gave
What
testimony,
did they
and
see?
that's why we have the case.
What did they see?
Were you watching the case, or you just up here making speculations? Because if you don't know what she said, then why are you commenting? Because she's a big part of the case. She's
No,
the
I'm
biggest
asking you
piece.
what. I'm asking you, what did she see?
She saw George Floyd being mistreated. And
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. No, this is what I'm saying. So again, no. What did she see? Did she see George Floyd being killed, or did she see George Floyd being subdued by the police trying to restrain a guy that they couldn't control on themselves? What did she see?
Both.
She saw.
No, she only saw the first. Hold on, she only saw the former, Jessica. She only saw George Floyd being mistreated. She only saw George Floyd being a racialized cop that wanted to kill him, trying to kill him in front of her. That's the fucking thing where we fuck people up, man. This is why we fuck black people over.
Did she see that? Is that what she said she saw?
Bro,
Because
no,
are we not? So
that's
now
from the
innocent.
angle.
So people are not. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, yo, Mr. Fantastic. I'll take it up with you on another time because I can see you can't keep the guys at bay on your panel.
Well, no, ain't nobody gonna interrupt you, bro. Nobody's even saying anything.
It's funny how we're in a black man's space, and the only person that's making sense is a woman.
No, Chef Disaster. That's what I'm telling you. You got it, bro. I'm not letting nobody.
That baby mama energy.
Yeah, get the fuck off, man.
That baby mama energy, man.
Y'all let him off the hook, bro. Now the nigga gonna act like he got ran off. That's why they want to get ran off.
That weak ass
nigga. For y'all, nigga. It's on me. God damn. I hate this whack ass shit. But anyway, I gotta drop down for a minute anyway. Jessica running shit until I get back. Shout out to Skizzy215 for the 499. Appreciate you, brother. Where you at? Shout out to Matt Blaylock. It's ironic that we say no justice, no peace, while at the same time call to abolish the police. Yep. How many people get justice with no police? Hey man, as many as I hope they want it. And from what they said, people were saying it in the chat. They still had shout out to ANC. Everyone kept saying the system. That system, especially in urban areas, is comprised largely of black folk. When I was locked up, all 90% of the COs were black. This was in Baltimore. The white man admitting that he was in crimes, and they got him. All right, he's not a goody two shoes, y'all. Y'all had all the smoke for the white man yesterday. Shout out to ANC.
Wookie. No, he's Wookie.
Yeah, yo, he's Wookie. He's a Wookie. Jessica X with the new one. He's a Wookie. Jessica, y'all gotta give Jessica her shit, man. Give her credit. So the Maxine Waters statement this morning. listen, man. Again, SKC. This is what I'm telling you, man. We got people there's never going to be there's never going to be genuine and going to come to the discussion or whatever with good faith, bro. And it just is what it is. But Kid Styles, were you done, bro? Or you still got something to go?
Oh, my last statement was like, I know people don't like when I use the different country back to Africa argument, but literally, I think you did a story on it like last fall. There was, remember the SARS, the Nigerian police force, and how they spraying niggas in the street, and that got like 5 whole minutes of coverage. Nobody had nothing to say about that, but it's so evil and racist, and they hunting us. No, you literally have niggas hunting niggas in Nigeria. Nobody got nothing to say about that. But all these black African people, ain't nobody going to Nigeria. I see. I'm just saying, just something to think about.
All right, we on Trey to MBD. Go ahead, Trey.
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, good to see you since this morning. Yeah, I was just waiting to chime in, man, on the girl, from yesterday. But man, I'll tell you what though, like I just finished up with the Floyd thing, man. I'm with Lou. Niggas don't know how to act. So what if Floyd got killed? Oh well, the dude was a scourge of the earth. So well if Chauvin goes to prison. He was a bad cop. Oh well, two bad motherfuckers off, freaking done out of society. It is what it is. Fuck these niggas like Floyd, man. I don't give a damn what happens to these fucking damn idiots. And I grew up and I ran with these cats. It is what it is, man. They will never change. Defund the police and see what these motherfuckers do to y'all cities. Y'all gonna want to go escape from New York and build a wall around these clowns. Man, you think freaking redlining was bad? Man, it'll be redlining, Jim Crow 2.0, drones, RoboCops, the whole 9.
Do you know what, Trey?
Pablo, you a cop?
I'm not for my yes, he's in enforcement, but Trey, I'm not for defund the police. But you're speaking on George Floyd's past. I remember you went to the Capitol building when there was rioting going on, right?
Yes.
And it was advised by, I think, the police and the government that you're not allowed to do that, right?
No, it wasn't.
So they weren't arresting people who had gone down to the Capitol.
No, they arrested people that went inside the building. All that happened during Trump's speech. And by the time everybody had walked down to the Capitol, all that stuff had already happened inside of the building. And that's where there's arrests being made.
Okay. So as far as I know, there was a lot of stuff that went off at the Capitol building.
Yes, and that was led by BLM. I'm friends with John Sullivan, that buttermilk fucking figure skater. I'm friends with his brother. It was led by a black dude.
No. I know that you didn't do anything criminal per se, right? But do you see how people can make that? Somebody needs to mute up. Do you think that people could make that association with you being there and whatever else happened that day?
No, I live streamed the entire thing.
No, I'm saying, do you think people could make that association that because you were there, that somehow you were part of that?
No, I wasn't on meth. I wasn't high on fentanyl. I didn't go in the building.
No.
I live streamed the entire thing.
You committed no crime that day, and we know you're not a meth head or anything like that. Yeah. But I'm saying, do you think people could, if they wanted to, manipulate it and say, well, he was at the Capitol riots?
Oh well,
because you were right.
Okay, Jessica, I'll tell you how that works.
She's conflating the issue.
Let me tell you how that works, Jessica. These motherfuckers don't give 2 shits if a nigga like me was there because it doesn't fit their narrative. It just doesn't. All the pictures, all the videos you show is of nothing but white men. I'm gonna tell you, there were more sisters there than there was black dudes. There was more Chinese there than was black people. There was a shit ton of Hispanics there. But what you see in the media is none but angry white people. Jessica, they don't give a damn if I was there or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fit the narrative. All they needed to show was there was a whole lot of angry white supremacists there. Don't be fooled by this media. And what the media wanted you to see with George Floyd is what you saw. They only wanted you to see an angle of somebody's knee on his neck. They didn't want to see that crackhead acting the fool. That's why that video came out a month later of him freaking set tripping and shit.
Divide and conquer, bro.
Okay.
That is the leadership. That is the fucking main. That is the main fucking goal of this. Divide and conquer. They want us at each other's neck over trivial matters like race. They want us basically think they literally are fomenting a race war. Okay, this is the same thing that happened, during the color revolution in the Baltic states. Okay, it's called balkanization. You fracture a country from within along multiple different lines. Right now, they're targeting the race line, and also they're targeting the rich versus poor lines. If you fragment a nation based off of it, classes, if you create that class warfare, you create that racial warfare, and that shit is fomenting, is bubbling over right now. And this
communism
conviction,
101.
Hey, can I jump in here?
Before
Jessica,
we get off, Trey, are you finished making your point? I
Yeah,
know you
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
say much. You
Yeah,
done?
I was waiting till y'all could jump on talking about the girl from the other
All
day.
right, we'll
Hey,
move on
Jessica.
to big. We'll move on to Big Truck. Yes, Fatal Dose.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I wanted to just point out something on what Bro Truth was just saying. So within the communist structure, right? Like go back to Herbert Marcuse, who Hitler kicked out of Germany, who came and went to Berkeley. He was a communist in Nazi Germany. He got kicked out, came and went to teach at UC Berkeley, and he developed all of these strategies that we're seeing, where what he called the theory of I'm forgetting the name of the theory. Anyway, his theory is just oppose everything. Well, if you want to take down a society, all you have to do is protest about everything that society stands for. You don't have to provide a solution, but just protest that it's wrong, right? And then what you will do is eventually demoralize that society, and that society will eventually crumble on itself. And this is what blacks are being used for by these white liberals who are funding these organizations. Where do those sisters get the money from to be buying $1.5 million homes? No one's asking the question of where the money's coming from. Follow the money, and you'll see that black people are being used to take down America. And when those white people see America's taken down, they're going to turn around and say, these Negroes did it, and we're the one who's outnumbered, who's going to get killed.
Yo, facts.
Nazi Germany all over again.
It's in Manning. It's word for word.
All over again.
What Fatal Dose said is in Manning Johnson's book, word for word.
Let's move on to Big Truck. Big Truck, you there? Big Truck.
He's drinking a strawberry Rita. He got another
Okay.
strawberry Rita on tap.
Big Truck's kind of busy, so we're going to move on to Pablo, and then we'll get to Jonathan.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? So, I basically came to collect my crow or serve my crow to Fantastic because I told him 2 weeks ago that Derek Chauvin was going to prison, and I told him why. Here's the deal. I was a law enforcement officer. I still am, kinda, only I don't arrest people. It's more environmental what I do now. But I told him this. When we were going through that academy, one of the first things they told us is, if you follow this SOP, standard operating procedures, we got your back. The training officer said, I will get up on the stand and I will tell them everything you did was according to policy, and we got you. Everyone from me, from the sergeant, all the way up to the sheriff. Then he said, but if you don't, you're on your own. If you don't, you're on your own. Y'all are running around thinking police officers isn't a job. Just like when you go to your job and they give you a list of policies, a set of guidelines for you to follow. It is a job. You are not God. And if you pull that trigger, you better we be within whatever it was that they wrote in that SOP. The standard operating procedures in law enforcement mimic what we call Graham versus Connor, which is case law from the Supreme Court. They write it to mimic Graham versus Connor. So if you stay within it, you're protected. If you don't, you ass out. That's what happened.
Pablo,
that's what happened to Cho. Go ahead.
Well, Fantastic is going to be back soon, so I'm sure he'll have a reply to that.
But I got a question for Pablo. Did not Derek Chauvin do standard operating procedure?
No,
At the very least,
no, he
say,
violated
no,
it.
he
The
did.
chief of
That's what they
police said
do.
he violated.
That's
Wait a
no
minute, wait
man.
a
That
minute.
chief of police
All
threw
right,
him
all
under
right.
the
Kid
bus, bro.
Styles,
Stop.
you asked him a question. Let him
You asked
reply,
me a
and
question.
then we'll go.
The chief of police testified that he violated policy. The training officer testified that he violated policy. His sergeant testified that he violated policy, and the lieutenant. That's 4 sworn police officers in his department said,
I got
"What
you.
is that?" They said, "We don't know
I
what
got
that
you.
is."
I got you. But
All
What
right,
is
there
that
been
let's
doing?
evidence
Is
let's
of
that
let's
that
not
what
same
he?
let's
procedure
Kid
being
No,
done.
Styles,
that's not
let's
what
And
he.
could
not
it be
let's
possible
not
that they just threw him under the
Kid
bus because of the
Styles,
mob
let's
pressure?
not get into another whole discussion because Big Truck is
No,
back
but
now and
it's
he didn't
important.
get
I
his
have to say
chance
this though.
before. So let's just let Big
This
Truck
is
jump
important.
in and then you can get into
Yo,
conversation.
this is
They
important though,
Everyone
did it.
bro.
has Kid Styles, you did
You
have your
glossing
chance to
past an important
speak.
point. Like it's important.
All right, let's make it quickly because you had your chance to speak and then Big
All
Truck.
I'm saying is it's possible that they could just be throwing him under the bus to save their own hides because of the mob pressure. Derek
That's what
Chauvin
I'm
didn't
saying.
get he didn't get hurt,
Well,
he didn't get
did
prosecuted
you
or
hear what I
anything
just said?
convicted
Did you
because
hear what
he
I just
acted
said about
wrongly.
being?
He acted because of mob pressure.
Did you hear what
It
I
was the
said about it
mob.
being a job?
That has nothing to do with anything. That's nothing to do with anything. He
They
did.
don't
If he
want
wasn't
him
a
to get
standard
jobs
operating
just like
procedure,
he
he
don't.
actually
If
did
he
it.
Hold up.
violated it,
And
they
because
don't
of
have no
mob
choice but to
pressure,
let him go.
he got
Hey,
convicted. He got convicted because
hey,
of mob pressure, bro.
hey,
It's not
Jessica,
my
can I
pressure,
say
bro.
something real
It's a
quick?
No,
job. If
no,
he
Who's
fatal.
not
violates
No,
it, it's
fatal.
speaking?
a job.
Okay,
That's fatal.
listen,
I'm
guys,
right on this
guys.
one. I know I am.
One at a time. So
Fuck you gonna
let's get
tell me?
let's get
I've been one. I'm still a
let's
certified
get
peace officer.
let's get
You
Big
gonna
Truck
tell
in
me?
here. Let's get Big Truck in here. Listen, it's only Big Truck and then Jonathan to go. After that, the panel's going to be open and you guys can hash it out. Just respond after each other. But let's let Big Truck and Jonathan speak. So, Big Truck, are you there? Is Big Truck still not here? I can see his
No,
cam. Big Truck, are you
he's
there?
doing his vlog.
Okay, Jonathan, are you there?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right, appreciate y'all for having me on the panel. So here's my take on what happened. So what the dude said, Pablo, I guess, correct me if I'm wrong. What you said is a very good point. What I can't remember who was trying to rebut his point. He also made a good point too, in terms of was he thrown under the bus? The way that I look at it is this. My whole view is that first of all, I feel that Chauvin was the wrong person who was on trial because it should have been the state or it should have been the police department that was on trial. Because my thing was is that he learned that from whatever type of training that they did in Minneapolis.
Yep.
And because he got put on blast for that, for it being on camera, now the police department is like, well, we ain't got nothing to do with that because we don't want the smoke from the mob.
Called it.
I think the
I'm right
reason
on
that
this
they
one.
were able to file a civil case and that they were able to win is because yes, the procedure is taught, but he didn't actually do it correctly, and that's the difference, and that's why the police lost the civil case against. They lost the civil case from, I think, it's George Floyd's family. So they lost because he did not do it correctly. So Pablo is saying, listen, there are guidelines. The police, being a police officer is a job just like everything else, okay? We all have jobs. There are guidelines and rules that we have to follow. And you can't say, well, you taught me something similar. It's like, no, if you do it wrong and you know that there are grave consequences for doing it wrong,
But did he
you
do it
have to
wrong though?
face... Yes, he did. He did do it wrong because I don't think you're not allowed to do it.
Or was it the Black Lives Matter protesting, rioting, and looting, and Maxine Waters saying, if we don't get the outcome we want, we're gonna riot and loot more? Come on, I'm right on this one. You know I am.
I feel you, but
Hey,
let me get
so can I
this off
jump in
first before
here?
let me finish my point first before I jump off because I've been listening to you guys and I think y'all are making this is a very great panel. But here's my point. Jessica, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm not speaking towards what happened yesterday. I'm talking about Derek Chauvin being charged.
Yeah, that's what I'm speaking about as well.
Because my whole thing is that the way I look at it is that this is what they're trained to do. And seeing how none of the police officers who were there with Chauvin didn't say, hey, you need to get off this dude. Hey, this is not training. That to me was like, okay, well, this is what they're being trained to do. And because you had a girl recorded and then it became the wildfire that it became, now you have the superiors in Minneapolis saying, well, we ain't got nothing to do with that shit. It's like you threw a rock at somebody, you threw a rock in the crowd, and it hit the biggest motherfucker in the crowd. And now the biggest dude is like, yo, who hit me with this rock? And the person who threw it is like, I ain't got nothing to do with this.
All right, Jonathan, the reason that that Derek Chauvin got in trouble for what he did is because, yes, they teach the knee on the neck. That's procedure, but it's used to restrain a person. George Floyd was already restrained. Even the police department themselves could see that Derek Chauvin's actions were undefendable. You can't defend that, and that's why they did not resist when it come to the case, and they settled. They
Why do
settled
we
because
care?
he did the wrong
Yeah.
thing in that
Why do we
Does
situation.
care?
anybody remember? Does
Let me help
anybody
you out a
remember
little
when
bit.
SKC and
Why do we
Fantastic did a
care?
debate with the village arsonist and you saw all the pictures of cops doing that same exact procedure and nobody dying? Nobody had an issue with that.
Yeah,
They just
and
went to
nobody
get that.
died. And nobody died. And
They
Yeah,
didn't
nobody
because
died.
they went
consent.
on.
They
They
didn't
went on
take
But
fentanyl,
fentanyl.
the
Lisa.
majority
Yeah,
of people
Wait a
they
went
went
minute.
on
on
fentanyl.
Pablo.
And when they do die, they're
They
gonna
were on
hold your ass
fentanyl.
to it.
Okay,
Yeah, but those
Tony
people on
No,
Temple. Ain't
fentanyl,
nobody
Lisa.
went to
How
jail
many
for
of you
Tony
have
no,
Temple.
run a yellow light?
high.
How many of you have run a yellow light in a car?
Nobody's
Whoever
going to
just
jail for
mentioned
Tony
Tony,
Temple.
All
Okay,
right,
whoever
you could
just
guys.
mentioned
probably get
Tony
away
Temple
with
has a
it.
good
You
point.
If
could probably get
everybody
away with it and not cause
if
an accident.
if
But the
everybody
minute
speaks
I'm
at
right
one
respond.
time, we can't understand you. So
I'm gonna
Pablo, go
explain,
and then let someone respond.
let me explain. Listen, you can probably run a yellow light and get away with it 99 times out of 100. But one time you run the light and somebody's coming and somebody anticipates the green light and starts going through that intersection and you hit them, you're at fault. And they're going to hold your ass to it. Same thing with these law enforcement tactics. They teach you things in the academy, and then you get out on the street and there are people doing shit that you know is against what they taught. Now you can choose to follow it or not. And if you do and some shit happens, it's on you. They're not going to cover your ass. They're not. They're going to say, oh, he didn't do it. Oh,
That's on the
well.
police department. Then they
So
taught them. They
what?
taught them
My question.
if it was so bad, then why they teach you how to do it that way? That's on the police
No,
department.
they didn't teach you how to
Hey,
do it that way. You did. You
Oh
went
my
your
God!
own
Yes, they
way.
did. Yes,
so
they did.
No,
hold
they
on.
didn't.
Why all this energy
Hey,
for
So why
Pookie?
did he do it?
He
so
did it
can,
because he wanted to
I'm not
follow.
fighting
He
I'm just
thought he
saying.
was right. He thought he was right.
can
But
I jump in here?
even with that, they also teach you
Because he was
when
taught to
the
do it a
resistance
certain way,
stops.
bro.
Okay, who
When
wanted
the
to jump in?
This is
when the
Fatal.
resistance
Okay,
stops,
let's let
you have
Fatal
to
Dose
stop.
jump in.
All right. So
How
here's
many
what I'm
people
having a
telling?
hard time with this, right? Because everybody is talking at each other, but no one is hearing, right? So I understand what you mean, Pablo, by the fact that you are trained a certain way, right? But if what you got to understand is what these men are saying is that Chauvin was trained and let loose on the public by the government, by
No,
the
he wasn't.
police department.
Wait a minute.
Hold on,
Listen.
let me finish, dude. He was let loose and given this job. As you said, it's a job. He was given this job by them, right? And if you're making the argument that he had procedures to follow, when the girl at McDonald's give you the wrong food, she had procedures to follow too. There's, you got to remember, like you said, it's a job, right? That doesn't mean that Chauvin is qualified to do the job. We got to start looking at, bring us back to the earlier conversation with um, how are these people being selected? What is their mental capacity to be
Yeah,
fair? None of these things are being taken into account by these police departments, right?
yeah.
So when I jump on the panel and talk about how we shouldn't allow Pookie to go buck wild at the same time, that does not mean that the brothers that are saying that don't recognize that there is a problem. I get pulled over. I used to drive a nice car, and I used to get pulled over whenever I was in the hood, by cops checking to make sure it's my car, right? I talked about how I used to get thrown against the wall living up in New York back in stop and frisk back in the days, constantly getting harassed by cops, right? So there is a problem. I think what you guys are hearing is that you're not separating the two issues. There's two issues. Yes, there's police problem, but you also have a Negro problem. And the Negro problem is exacerbating the police problem because the more they misbehave, the more cops are put in the neighborhood. The more cops are put in the neighborhood, the more Negroes get stopped, get killed. And it's just a cycle that's not going to get addressed until the side that keeps saying, blame the cop, blame the cop, blame the cop, which we should, isn't looking at the fact that Negroes aren't doing the things they're supposed to do to begin with. This is why I brought the point earlier.
Well, I agree with that, but that's a separate
Fatal,
That's the
you
point I
see
made
there.
earlier, bro.
I
Just
quickly.
everything.
So
Go ahead, bro.
Fatal, I get what you're saying in that people can't separate the two issues. In that there is a problem with Pookies and black on black crime. That's an issue, but police brutality is also an issue. They're two separate things.
Okay.
And
Can I
my
jump
problem
on
in
that?
this conversation.
Let me jump on
You're
that.
missing the point,
Hang on.
Jessica.
Just quickly, Bro Truth. My problem is in this situation, people cannot separate the two, and so when we're trying to address police brutality, people keep bringing up black on black crime and using that as an excuse for police brutality when we should be able to separate the two.
Jessica, if you heard what I just said.
All right. Fantastic is back, so I'm going to throw it to him.
Justin, can I address something just right quick? So the bigger point that you continue to miss, okay, is the fact that we're advocating for brothers to be held to a standard and have that accountability in these interactions, so it does not lead to further violence and further fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? We advocating for brothers not to hold court in the streets and to realize, you are, there is a racial element to certain police encounters. And on top of that, our police are over militarized. The training needs to be reformed. Straight up. These are facts that you have to take into account whenever you interact with the police. Knowing that, you should not be trying to fucking bust out the fucking back of a police car with your feet, talking about I'm not that type of guy when you're under arrest. You should not be trying to fucking fight a nigga and run, hop back in your car and drive off. You should not be trying to take a taser, run and shoot it at the officer. Knowing that we are in the system that we are in, knowing that the police are over militarized and some of them may be racist. Why in the fuck would you allow them? Why would you put yourself in a scenario that would allow them to take your life? That's the point. That is the fucking kernel. That is the kernel you cannot skip over. You cannot skip over that kernel. We must take accountability.
Hey, bro,
we
true.
must
It's
take
because
accountability.
you're a
We have to.
But then again, we're mixing situations because you're
We're not
talking
mixing
about somebody.
situations.
Do you know why? Bro Truth,
Hold on.
let me tell you how you're doing so.
Mixing. You can't say I'm mixing.
Let me tell you how you're doing so, because we went from George Floyd.
That we have to take
So, Bro
accountability.
Truth,
But
let
you're missing
me
my
explain
point,
to you how. You're
ahead.
telling me I'm wrong, but you're not listening.
Go ahead.
You're
Go ahead.
talking about George Floyd, acting out in the back of the police car, and then you're conflating that to people pulling out tasers and shooting at the police. And what we do too often is we don't stick to the actual issue and we start conflating it with others to try and make our point more valid.
No,
That's
yeah,
what
but
we're
that's
doing
what
there.
George
We're not
did.
sticking to the actual facts.
But it's I think everyone else understands what I'm saying, though. Like,
I get what you're saying.
So how are you?
But you're
what's
conflating.
your argument against what I'm saying then?
Because
what is your argument against me saying? Time out. What is your argument against me saying that black men should be more accountable in our interactions with police? What is your argument against that?
People, bro.
There's no argument against that. There's no argument against that.
So what are we saying then?
So my
Hippie
thing
shit.
is that Stucco, please. My thing is that
Sorry,
when
man.
we're talking about the situation, just as you're putting accountability on black men need to do better in these situations, there has to be accountability on the police that they need to do better in these situations.
I completely agree with you on that. There needs to be police reform. There needs to be training reform. There doesn't need to be a fucking we need to get rid of police, defund the police bullshit. No, we need to reform them. We need to have. I'm along with Miss Fantastic. There should be a training schedule. There should be fucking a fitness level. There should be fucking tests you have to pass. There need to be stringent levels.
I said that.
In order to be a police, you can't be a motherfucking donut eating piece of shit. You know what I mean? That can barely fucking tie his shoes and be a goddamn cop. There should be
So
a
we
higher
agree
level.
there.
But bro,
There
true.
should be
Hey, bro,
a
true.
higher
If you
level
put
that they
yourself
have
in
to
that
go through.
position,
But what I'm getting to is, I just want to define our arguments here. Okay, I want to define what I'm saying, what you're saying. Okay, my whole point is the fact that, listen, we as black men know, okay, the possibility that the police might be racist, the possibility that you know they might go fucking goddamn RoboCop on our ass and just go crazy. So why would we then put ourselves in a situation to escalate to that point?
Thank you.
That's my whole thing. We need to take accountability as black men. Okay? In our interactions with police, we need to take accountability. Okay? That's
Right,
my
Bro
whole
Truth.
point.
Let me ask you one
what
question.
is your argument against that? That's what I was saying. That's my point. What is your argument against that?
That's not my argument. But let me ask you this. If somebody is a criminal, do they want to get caught?
No, but that's the
No.
whole point,
No.
Jessica.
So naturally,
It
when
helps
you're a
our
police
argument, though.
officer,
Are you advocating for
but
criminals
this is
now?
it. No, this is it.
Yeah,
Basic
this
logic
one,
tells us that criminals do not want to be caught. And so a lot of the time when you are a police officer and you're trying to apprehend a criminal, they are going to do what? Resist. And that is why listen, we know criminals are going to resist. They're going to do that. You as a police
But you're
officer are
excusing
meant
it.
to hang on.
Go ahead.
You as a police officer, they are trained to deal with people who are resisting, and they're trained to deal with them appropriately. What is not appropriate is keeping your knee on somebody's neck for 2 minutes after they've passed out unconscious. That is not acceptable.
I don't think the brother should have died. I do think. Listen,
hold on.
I think involuntary manslaughter would have been an appropriate charge. I don't think the brother should have been held down on the ground. But I'm not going to discount all the exterior
feel that,
situations.
but,
Go ahead, bro. Hey, I
side.
don't want to take what a panel man, whoever next. Go ahead,
Bro. I'm just saying. On the other side of that, though, I'm gonna just say this: how many Poindexters then got shot up by police?
Again, not enough.
Have you heard of Elijah McClain?
Well, hold on. Listen, I'm telling you.
How many Elijah McClain?
Well, listen, what I'm trying to tell you. It's not enough of them for us to say what about. Bro, you can always do the what about. You can always do the what about.
I get what you're saying. I get what
Right,
you're saying.
fantastic. And here's where this is the disagreement I had with what you were saying, because you were saying, listen, it's only 5%, 10% at most. So why are we worried about 10%? If 10% of police officers are abusing their authority, that is a real problem. That's something that has to be addressed. That means 10% of the people they encounter are going to be hurt.
No.
But let me just quickly say something. You see in the medical field,
but hold on, they're still not. Listen,
1 in 1,000 is seen as an extremely high rate of something, even just
Jessica,
1 in 1,000.
Jessica, this is what I'm saying, and Jessica, this is what I'm saying though. Listen, that 10% of the police department, even if it exists, and like I said, I agree with you more on the 5, but I did 10, I doubled it to be generous to the other effect of the thing. 10% is still what is not 90%. That means that's still 90% of the people you're going to encounter, Jessica. You're talking about the 10% the chance of, so that means 1 out of every 10 cop encounters, unless you keep just fucking handling the same cop, is going to be a racist cop. Not you see what I'm saying? You see what you're doing there? You see how you
let me tell you something. We're going to play a game, and there's a 1 in 10 chance that if you pick, I'm going to put 10 balls in front of you. If you pick that wrong ball, you're going to get killed. Do you want to play that game with me?
Of course not. But Jessica, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Jessica, this is what I'm trying to. It's always going to be one ball there, Jessica. It's always going to be one ball there.
We can bring that down. And here's what happens when you say, it's only 5%, it's okay. If people know that they're saying it's only 5%, it's okay. You're encouraging people to get into that job who know that they're going to be able to get away with whatever they're doing. Wait. Publicly, there are no consequences. You can murder someone live.
Wait, hold on. Let me tell you why that's not a good argument. Hold on, bro. Truth. Listen, this is why I asked you a very, very important question. I'm gonna ask you, Jessica. Jessica, can racism be eliminated?
Not completely, but we can damn sure bring it down to less than 10%.
So this is what I'm telling you. And again, like I said, I agree with you more on the 5. I just went to 10 for argument's sake. Okay. Even still, this is what I'm telling you. You're never going to completely and totally eliminate a racism from anything, whether it be doctors, whether it be fucking police, whether it be teachers, whether it be the motherfucker fixing your sandwich at Subway. Okay, he might put his dick in your sandwich. Okay, I don't fucking know because he don't like black people. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, you're trying to find a way to mitigate something that can't be mitigated because why? You never know a person's intentions from a mental standpoint. That was the biggest thing about this. Murder is supposed to be intent, Jessica. Murder, it means I want to kill you, motherfucker. I came here today. I'm looking for a nigga to kill. Up, George Floyd, you're it. That was another big part of the thing. Okay,
That's why
but
we have
again,
degrees to murder.
yeah, that's what I'm
There's first
saying.
degree, second degree, third degree. There's
Yeah, but
degrees
even
in
in
order.
second degree, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The thing is fucking is some level of fucking intent involved in it.
No,
Because
Like,
when you have your knee on somebody's
man, you
neck
knew
for
you
2
wanted to
minutes
smoke
after
that
they're
man. There ain't even no
unconscious,
point in
and it's
having.
your
You
knee
can have
being there in the
willful. You can
beginning
have what's
that
called
has caused them to pass out. Put
You
it this
want
way,
in.
right? If you have murder cases where somebody strangles another person, they strangle them until they pass out, and they continue for 2 minutes after they've passed out to
That
continue
means you
strangling
wanted
them.
that man.
That is murder. So
okay,
when that
and
officer kept
I'm
his
not,
knee on his neck for 2 extra minutes,
but
if we can understand it when it's an everyday individual, why
Jessica,
can't we understand it when it's the police? For
Jessica,
2 minutes
things,
longer on
two,
his
two,
neck,
two
there's
things.
intention there.
Again, Jessica, two things. The state and the
Fantastic. Can I
prosecution
go after
already
you?
conceded the point that the knee was not on his neck for the 2 minutes following him passing out. You don't
We
know the
saw
reason.
it.
Hold on. No, you didn't see it. Because again, if you watch the case, just I asked you, did you watch the case? He did not have his knee on the man's neck. Secondly, again, this is where we get to the point of where the criminal intent also with the reasonable doubt. Okay, this is what I'm trying to tell you. There were too many mitigating factors involved in variables for them to narrow it down to what killed him. Again, they never established what killed him. Did the knee
It's
on the
on his
neck kill him?
autopsy.
No, again on the autopsy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Not the autopsy. What the fuck? The coroner. When the coroner was cross-examined, he was the state's witness. Okay, and they asked him directly. You guys can go back. All this stuff. I watched it from NBCLive.com. Okay, I watched it for NBC. I watched the trial live from NBC. That was the source I used. I forget what day it was. It'd be like day 7 or day 8. I don't fucking know. One of those days. Whenever they talked to the coroner that was the state's witness, not the prosecution's witness. The prosecution's witness, not the defense's witness. He said there was no subcutaneous, meaning under the skin or above the skin bruising. Also, had there even been a knee put on his neck, which it wasn't, would that be enough to cut off oxygen supply to the man's brain and make him do all this shit? He said no. So again, it's like you guys are arguing
Did he say
something that
no, or did he say he can't say
he
for
said
certain?
no. No, he said no, it's not. He literally said it's not. Again, the way your aortas work in your neck, okay, the major two aortas you have on each side of your neck, even if you had one fully compressed or whatnot, what have you, he said the other one would have enough to pump enough oxygen to your brain. That's what he
Right,
said.
but fantastic. If you
Yo,
look at
I'm
the
throwing shrimp.
positioning
Bro, I'm
of
about to
those
throw a
two
wrench in the works,
arteries
but
at the
who
back,
knows?
because that's what we're
When
talking
humans
about.
been
Those are the
right.
ones that actually supply the brain, the two at the back. And the positioning of them means that if you are to put your knee on somebody's neck, your knee in that leg region is wide enough to compress both of them. It
No,
is wide enough.
again and
And I
again,
can
no.
show you proof. I can pull it
I've
up
been in
now.
the
I can show you
military
proof
hole,
that that
man.
is possible.
No, again, hold on. And Jessica, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Several people have done this
Y'all arguing about the
reenactment
knee.
live.
It's
They've done
easy
this.
to
They did
cut
a
off
live
your airflow.
reenactment of this, Jessica, where they
That's
had a person be on a person's neck for 9 minutes and they didn't pass out or anything. That's what we're trying to tell you. There were too many variables involved here. The man had poor health. The man had drugs, illicit drugs in his system at a lethal level. But again, man, at the end of the day, like I said, the verdict has been given at this point, and we can just, I guess keep going back and
It's
forth
over.
over
Yeah,
it.
he
But
found guilty. Like
Bruh,
y'all
yeah,
won.
I
It's
say
over.
this one
Fantastic.
thing. I say this. I don't disagree with Fantastic when he says his points. It's just I kind of see why people think the way they think about his points.
Mr.
But
Patrick,
All right,
the point
okay,
is
but nobody gives
the
a fuck what other
point
people
is
think.
that
Hey,
they
bro, are we gonna
lied.
talk about that chick
I
that
mean,
got
forget what
shot?
they think. I'm saying forget what
well,
they
we're
think.
gonna have to talk about
I'm
that shit.
saying forget what they think.
Well, hold on, we can shift
I'm
it to
saying
that.
forget
But
what
hold
they
on,
think.
go ahead, go ahead, Ian, and then yeah, we'll get on that real quick.
Go ahead, bro,
All right, so
man.
the point is, like you saying, 5%, right? So you have to understand how many people this 5% come in contact on a daily basis. And then you have to look at the fact that the system more times than not is going to side with that 5%. All right. So in the case of George Floyd, on the radio, they had already pronounced it a medical emergency. They weren't even going to do an investigation beyond what they had already pronounced it as a medical emergency. And so that's why we have to be vigilant, because if we let it go and if we talk openly like this, like, okay, we're cool with it, they're going to continue with this automated policing system. We're not going to get justice.
That's good.
Right? That's
we need RoboCop for these savages.
That's just like the guy who got rolled up in the mat. Come on,
man. Do you love these? I want to ask.
Come on. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Trey, stop. Can I jump on this? Fantastic?
Let me finish my point. All
right, go for it, bro.
Forget all the under your breath stuff. The point I'm trying to say, just like the guy here in Atlanta, the guy who got rolled up in a mat, right, and had his organs taken, right. What I'm saying is, from the police all the way to the coroner, the system is not in our favor, and so we have to continue, no pun intended,
to do what?
Keeping our foot on the neck of the system to make sure
which has never been done.
Don't say that now.
Hey, let me jump on this, fantastic.
The white
never really been done.
To jail. Black people didn't do shit.
Man, look, y'all. This is getting old, man. Black folks just need to do one thing: disassociate from niggas. Once you do that, get the fuck away from niggas. You will see you don't have these problems.
Bro, I was trying to say that.
Man, you get the fuck away from niggas. Man, I live out here in the cut, far away. Brothers don't have these problems out here where I'm at in Texas. When you out here in the country, or you go to all these other places, you don't have these issues. When you're not a criminal, you don't associate with your old criminal friends, your old criminal family members. You don't have run-ins with cops. It's that simple. Look at the numbers. Y'all are talking 5-10%. No, the total number is like 0.00007% of interactions with cops go bad for niggas. Now, out of that percentage, how many of it is, like y'all said, these lame square dudes, and how many of it is knucklehead criminals? We got to call it out and say, fuck it. You know what? If you don't, guess what? Move, take all black folks, move them to Wakanda, Kansas, build your own society, and you know what? Let everybody be hunky-dory like Zimbabwe.
I'm going to say this 2 times. Big pause, but I love you. Like, big pause. But I love what you had to say, man.
Hey, Trey, talk about the Texas you from.
Okay, but hey, I gotta get ready to wrap this shit up anyway. But what? Shout out to Snuggles for the 5. I enjoy the fact that you all don't agree, so it's not an echo chamber and it provokes thought. But please stay on point and don't add the extras, please. Yep, appreciate you. What the fuck was
the
I
girl
saying?
with the knife, though? The girl with the knife.
Yeah, that's what it was. You want to talk about the girl with the knife?
She earned every slug, man.
Yeah,
she earned every slug. I'm sorry.
Y'all are crazy.
Y'all talking about
he lit that bitch up.
That bitch, she
y'all set me up.
Y'all are crazy.
Set me up. Oh Lord.
Wait, bro, are you talking about the Columbus girl?
Yeah.
The whole that was waving a knife, man. How the hell are you gonna be in front of the police with a fucking deadly weapon?
Y'all are crazy.
I'm not even gonna care. My dad just told me about it. One of my bros just told me about it, and it's my state. Like, I just found out when I got off work.
What about the dad kicking the other girl on the ground?
The same BLM retards out there talking about, oh, it was unjust. Why didn't they just tase her? Why didn't she? If you tase a motherfucker with a knife in their hand, ain't no telling what the fuck they gonna do with that shit, bro.
They probably gonna stab you 4 extra times.
Yeah, like facts.
It actually happened in Chicago.
It's like, bro, what the fuck do they want a policeman to do in that scenario, bro?
They want to
bro, this is what I'm gonna say, man. Hey, this is what I'm telling you. Hey, this what I say. Listen, all you progressive and liberals and motherfuckers and whatnot, what have you, I agree with you. I agree.
I'm going to be progressively conservative.
We should unarm the police, the little police that are not disbanded or defunded. The ones that are left should be out here with no guns. They should only have, pepper spray and maybe a baton. Bring back the baton. And
You better chill with your sarcasm.
I suggest all of you that believe what I believe, you should join your local police force and be on the front lines.
Right.
For especially people with guns and knives. That's what I believe.
How much am I gonna make a year though?
We'll whatever the current policeman gets. Shit. I mean,
So
I would suggest you get a hefty life insurance policy though too. I hope you do that.
Fantastic. What you're saying is if something goes down, I don't have to go in there and do my job, right?
No, of course you have to do your job. You're the police.
Why? I don't want to do my job if I don't have my gun.
No, you don't. No. You don't need guns. The same Congress people that they were cool with, giving their demanding a murder one charge when murder one wasn't even on the docket. Those people are saying that all police should be defunded, and if the police aren't defunded, they should just be able to talk them down. Talk to them nicely, and hopefully they what's that?
Yeah,
I wonder what's going to happen when the chicks that's been busting it open to WAP and
let me get this talker. Let me get this talker some fucking happen.
I wonder
Hold
what's
up, real quick. Shout out to Johnny Economics. Johnny Economics, man. I'm glad you're being truthful, man. Thank you, brother. I know more than you, dog. Okay, just admit it, man. Leave it alone, dog. You're gonna lose. That's why you're not up here. That's why you're not on the panel. You got the links in the chat. The link is pinned to the top. That's why you don't want to come up here, man. So I mean, cool for trolling, but thank you for admitting that. Yeah, I'm more mentally superior than you.
But
yeah,
that's why he got a J on his name. He ain't even got no saucy picture.
Exactly. That's
Fantastic.
perfect.
What you're saying is that we need more men in the community. Is really what you're saying. We need more grown men.
No.
To police
I'm not saying
ourselves.
no, because black women are strong. Hold on. No, black women are strong too, so they should be out here on the front lines. And women, and we live in a non-misogynistic society. Women can do anything that men should do. So I believe there should be just as many women out here trying to be policemen or police women, a police person, however you want to call it, and just be out here and protect your community because
why do y'all Southern niggas make every word sound more hilarious than it actually is?
You can be the difference maker. Okay, all these BLM motherfuckers and Antifa and whatnot, what have you. How about you just become the police? Just become the police.
I'm just wondering, like, what I'm saying, when these bitches that was out there, busting it open to WAP in front of the White House, and I'm saying, these motherfucking marches and shit. What happens when they call the police because they fucking baby daddy went upside the head again with a fry pan? What happens in this instance, man?
Bro, true, that happened. Bro, true, that happened. Remember
they gonna call?
Bro, true, that happened. Remember Jacob Blake? That's what happened to Jacob Blake.
Yeah, damn, we got a perfect example.
They saved that woman's life because he was whooping on her. He was whooping her.
I forgot about that shit, man.
But
Thank you for having me. I'm gonna drop down.
All right, Justin, I'm about to put this shit down anyway.
Yeah, man. Hey, thanks for having me, bro. Thanks for having me, man.
All right, man. I catch you, bro.
You're fantastic.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Email I sent you?
Huh?
You got that
I ain't
email?
checked it yet.
Oh.
But I can't show it on here anyway, man. If somebody getting stabbed live, man, ain't gonna be able to show it.
It's black and white. It's black and white. YouTube will never notice.
Hey, Truck, what you driving?
Hey, Big Truck.
Yeah.
Is
what
the
you
email
driving?
that you sent, is that the situation that happened with the Chicago PD with the dude they was responding to somebody being stabbed at the park, and then the police showed up?
That's the one I emailed.
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that video.
Yeah, that's the one where the female cop got stabbed up, and there was 3 cops, and the one cop's gun jammed.
Hey, Truck, you in the RT though? Off topic.
No, SRT. We don't do that RT bullshit.
Oh, okay, boy.
Yeah,
hey, man,
y'all
Hey, look, the cops caught somebody. Gee, I wonder are they going to shoot him today?
Oh,
Yeah,
come on, man. Y'all trying to get me.
Right there. Yo,
I'm about to
guys.
take this shit down. Niggas gonna try to
Me
flag
and my
me.
club just bought the
Yo, these
RT.
cops
I'm
gonna
on
pull
your. I'm
somebody.
coming.
Fuck over. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this.
Tell them Black Lives Matter. Pull over and yell Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives.
No, nigga, challenge your lives matter.
The only way.
I got it, man. I'm out.
Mr. Fantastic, the only way. Hold on, bro.